Check, Chuffy 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, hi, you're with Scott. I'm Ganji Kid. I'm Grave Kipper. It's midnight. It's always midnight. This is your right ear, this is your left ear. It's in mono. And I'm also called Scuffles. And I'm also called the Pyromancer. And we're here. We're playing Genshin Impact. And you've got on sound check. Here, we're playing Genshin Impact. And you've got... Yes, Rodney. Yes, we're all in charge now. We're all largely in charge, Rodney. We're all running. We've got clear on the little animated video courtesy of Toro mmd.mp4 on YouTube. Toru mmd.mp4. I haven't asked them for it because usually when I use people's copyright material in my videos, I send them an email and say, is it alright if I use your copyright material in my video? And then I don't use it unless they say okay. But with this, I don't think that's their copyright. I don't think they own the copyrights, clearly. So I don't think they can argue. Plus, it's lovely for them because it's a little short and it's repeatedly playing, so they're going to get lots of views out of that. So they should enjoy that. They can enjoy that. Like, not like, oh, they'll get loads of views because people might go and look at the channel, but people are... I'm viewing it over and over and over again. So are you. So actually, they're getting half the views they should do because you're watching it without... You don't count. You're getting a bonus view on my channel here. Why does it stop rolling? Why does it stop rolling for me, you chuffers? Don't stop rolling. Right. It's all good in the hood. It's all working. We're all working. What we doing? We're in Genshin Impact, of course. We are in Inazuma. There's a Captain. There's a Tanuko. And we're looking for the next person who lost their vision. They're down there. When I say lost their vision, it don't mean they can't see. It's not like they're blind. It means, see on little Tanuku there, see on her leg, she's got a little sigil thing, that's her vision. She's an animo. Xiangling, the hottest chef in Liyue, keeps hers on her waistband there, she's a pyro. These are quite important, these visions. Rosie keeps hers in the back, on the back of her dress, she's a cryo. Quite important, these visions, they all keep them out where everyone can see them. He's got his on his coat. He's a hydro. Back to Sayu. Hello. But some chuffers used to have visions. They've been tooken them, and they put them on the statue. It's up to them. I think we should leave them off the statue with a chisel and just give them back. But anyway, we are here in Genshin Impact. I've got the stream rolling. Yes. I've got here in Genshin Impact. You can hear me. Yes. I've got the chat room. Yes. Got Klee rolling. Yes. Just want to press that, and then we're just away. We're just away, really, aren't we? There's nothing else to say. I could do some more intro chuffing if you want. You know, I could yab it on for a bit. I haven't done anything else since last night. There's not much to tell you. Been out in the woods with the dog. That was fun. Right then. Pushing through Inazuma because there's a new, there's a new expansion coming. Oh yeah, gonna be ready for it. Yeah.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Hyman heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Look how cool they look with their samurai swords at the dojo.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Possessed?
Hey there!
It's a little bit extreme, isn't it? Possessed. Possessed is a little bit extreme, I think. Just going to make the chat room small a bit. Paimon's asking.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm the Grave Kipper. I told you at the start.
I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately!
Oh,
don't make
Eggy.
me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No!
Well, Eggy.
You got it so wrong. We just came here to,
Disciples?
We're here to become disciples, apparently.
We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us.
I don't think he trains people who float.
But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
Either we can wait until he's recovered, or I'm not going back until I can call him my sensei.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave.
Fair enough.
Sensei's name is Domon. A name I'm sure you've already heard.
Domon. Domon. Domon.
Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world.
Bit like me.
And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
I'm a qualified sword master. I've got my fencing coach's badge.
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since.
Well, that's what we're here about.
He says the strangest things over and over. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine?
They're asking the shrine maidens to do an exorcism.
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
Yeah, go on then.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Wait until 1800 hours. 1800 hours. And it's really appropriate we're doing this with little Sayu, because she is one of the disciples of that shrine, I'm pretty sure. She's mentioned the shrine maidens anyway. She's mentioned the shrine maidens.
Yeah. It's really easy to hide in weather like this. There's this ninjutsu technique called Cloak of Snow, where you can pretty much make yourself invisible. All other people see when they look at you is the snowflakes dancing in the air. Wait, it's confidential though. Don't tell any of this to the Shrine Maiden.
Or don't tell the shrine maiden, so maybe she's against the shrine maidens, I don't know. It's a bit strange. Or is it confidential, so don't tell the shrine maiden that she's been telling us? I don't know. But I always thought it was Cocoa Snow, but I've just read Cloak of Snow. Just when I heard her saying it, I thought she's saying Cocoa Snow. Cocoa Snow, like Cocoa Goat. I'm still thinking maybe I should change my stream name to Cocoa Goat. I think it would really benefit me in the long run as a Genshin streamer. If I change the name to Cocoa Goat. Yeah. Just doing warm-ups. He's going to be kicking some ass later.
Shh. So you decided to come?
Yeah, come on then.
Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, when she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. All the while he kept
gibbering to himself. Come on then.
Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name.
Kept saying Anzai.
Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him. So the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water.
We're not going to get to go in. What's that?
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
Fair enough. Paimon's got the instructions for me. Get after them.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
Yeah, blatantly, mate.
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's...
How did you catch up with me so quickly?
She floats.
Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you?
Paimon doesn't fuck about, does she? We've only been in Inazuma a little while now, you know, we're not known around the place. It's not like, you know, in the Jade Chamber, we're honorary members of the Leeway Cheesing and shit. In the, I've just noticed this lighter's got a tooth mark in it. My dog has obviously had it and bit it. He's lucky it didn't pop in his mouth, little chuffer. And hello, Snippies. And we're a pretty big cheese in Mondstadt. Pretty big cheese in Mondstadt. But over here, we're pretty much unknown. So Paimon's just like yelling at this chap.
And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
She's pretty cross. I've got something to show you today. Snippies, I've got something to show you. You know, remember the other day we were talking about the ferries? We'll have a little look at that in a minute. We'll just get through this bit of storage first to our next...
news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day.
Alright.
I don't care to talk about that time anymore.
His senior?
It's his senior.
Anzai.
It's Anzai.
Yes, that's me. Because
Why'd you
I don't
run?
wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again.
Alright.
When we were young, we trained under the same sword master. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as practitioners of Meikyo Shisui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his
Right,
face,
Inka.
how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade.
We had a big stream yesterday, didn't we? Big stream, big long one. Hopefully going quite long today as well, depending on, you know, how this goes.
I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making swift progress in his training.
All right.
Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
So this is Kung Fu movies, isn't it, this game? This game's Kung Fu movies. It's not waifus. It's like there's samurai sword, backstory, like epic desires and quests. We've got the Raiden Shogun here, stealing people's visions, and in the individual little people have got these backstories and intro. Like it's a Kung Fu movie.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back.
Yeah, it's fantasy Kung Fu, isn't it? Yeah.
Later,
Anime.
I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down though, I still respected his mastery of the blade. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now.
Is that it?
Seems like we got it wrong this time. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Jesus. Come here to listen to a story. Talking and listening to stories, I'll just quickly show you. On the old news. You know, the other day I told you the story about how we got the ferry. You know, I told you the story about how we used to get the old ferry. Look at this. People have been sat in their cars. You know, I told you how you go and get the ferry. And you get in your car and you drive onto the ferry and it takes you over to France. We've got the Eurotunnel as well now. People have been sat in their cars for like a day and a half. 21 hours sat in the car, these people. Sat in the car waiting to get on the ferry. It's been going on for the last 3 days. I told you the other day about it was fun to get on the ferry. This is because of Brexit. Before you could just arrive in France and you're in France, you just carry on, drive. There's no checks. They don't have to be because it's a free market. We move freely between it. But now, as you get into France, they have to check. Have to check all the people, have to check all your passports, have to check all your goods. So the lorries are backing up. And the knock-on effect of the lorries backing up is the people are backing. Like, what they've done to fix it is they've moved all the lorries onto one side of the motorway, and now the traffic's easing up a bit. But people have been. Look at this. People are in their cars, and the cars don't go anywhere for like 24 hours. They miss their ferry. The ferry companies are very nice. They're like, when you finally get here, we will let you on the ferry. Don't worry, your ticket is still valid. But they're blaming it on France. It's really funny. All the Brexit politicians, who were like, oh, we should definitely have a Brexit, they said that this wouldn't happen. They said there'd be no problems. We've got all the videos of them saying it. They said this wouldn't happen, and now they're saying, well, obviously it's France's fault because they're checking us on the borders now, the dirty French, and obviously that's their prerogative because we're not in the EU anymore, so it's our fault for opting out of the EU. But it's kind of funny, isn't it? Imagine going on holiday with your kids in your car. You're going on a camping holiday. You travel to France, you might be getting camping, you might be doing a hotel or whatever it is. You drive there, save a bit of money on the old aeroplanes. I don't know if it's even saving money these days because the price of petrol, but you drive there, and before you can go on holiday, you have to sit in the car for like 6 hours to get on the ferry. 24 hours, some of them. It's kind of funny in a way, but it's a result of the old Brexit, so I wonder how many of them voted for Brexit.
Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now.
Just because that came up in the news, and I said about the other day about how we went on the ferry when I was a kid, didn't I? So it's a little follow-on from that. That won't make its own edit, but I'm returning to the exorcism site.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible?
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
He's not possessed.
I am sorry.
Oh, look.
With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon.
It's a shrine maiden. You know those games that break... I'm going on little tangents all the time now. You know those games that break my brain? The ones I can never put down. I got another one of those a while back called Team Fight Tactics. It's really quite a good game. No, wait. Teamfight Tactics is an actual game. I'm getting tripping now. It's not called Teamfight Tactics then. Teamfight Manager. Yeah, this is it. So Teamfight Tactics and those sort of games are like online MMO style PvP games. And what Teamfight Manager is, which is a really cool idea, is you manage an esports team. Yeah, you manage an esports team. I've got this on my Nintendo Switch. And what you really do is you have a little house like that. The people do automatic in the little house, so you don't have to do anything to them or with them. And while they're in the house, in between competitions, you have these little buttons at the bottom: management, competition, game. You tell them to do things like train this week on playing the game, or take a break, or do some streaming and earn us some money, or like, whatever it is. You know, you tell them to do their little things, and then their stats go up, and they've got little it's a really simple sort of like sim game. They've got little stats: look, attack, swordsman, archer. They're the specialisms they have. They're good at attacking, and they're a swordsman player. This player's called Cryin, and they're a swordsman and an archer player. And so you don't actually play the teamfight tactics game. Like, that game is played by your little characters. When you do competition, like when you compete, it all happens automatically. It's like an auto battler. Your little players are characters are controlling their little character in the game, and they're fighting with these, you know, other teams. There's a league and there's a world championships, and you know, you get better and you get better, and they introduce all these cool characters and introduce little, like, what you have to work out as the manager is which of your players should control which characters and in what combination to create the best combination for your victory. And it follows the same principles as an auto battler online. So you want to create a front line to block enemies. You have like healers and casters in the back line that are being blocked by the melee attackers, and those with taunt, and they've got different skills. And like, you know, you might say my opponent's going to be playing a monk and a ghost, so I actually want to use a healer and a pyromancer or whatever, you know. And like, you work it out, and it's a little game. It's quite a fun game. It's cute. What it is it's one of those where I'm like, 5 more minutes, I'll just do one more round. I'll just have one more round. We'll just level up one more skill, and I can never put it down. And I don't think it makes a good stream because like it's kind of automatically playing itself in a way. But in this, you have these champions. One of the champions is the Shrine Maiden. Just here, Shrine Maiden. Right, check this out. This is weird. Maybe they play Genshin Impact. Team Fight Manager, Shrine Maiden. There she is. That's the Shrine Maiden. And look what she's wearing. She's got a little kimono, and it's red at the bottom. Little kimono, and it's red at the bottom, and it's white at the top. Yeah? That's the Shrine Maiden from Teamfight Tactics. Oh, that was Cletus off front. And that's the Shrine Maiden in Genshin Impact. What? That's a Shrine Maiden, and that's a Shrine Maiden. Shrine Maiden. Shrine Maiden. Shrine Maiden. Shrine Maiden. Oh, that's another good name. Shrine Maiden, like this. Shrine Maiden. Shrine. Because people say you're called Shrine Maiden, and you'll be like, no, there's no E, it's Shrine Maiden. I own brute. No, I've written Shrine. Hang on. Shrine. That's it. Shrine Maiden. Like that. Shrine. Yeah, like Iron Maiden, yeah. Yeah. Shrine Maiden. That third Shrine. Yeah, that looks a bit like Sharon, though. Looks like you've misspelled Sharon, so I think you take the O out and just put Shrine. Right, maybe put the R bigger. Shrine. Like that. Or Ryan. Shrine Maiden. Shrine Maiden. Anyway, one of those combinations will work, and that's the Shrine Maiden. That's the Shrine Maiden. Whoa! It's cool, isn't it? I'll have to show you Teamfight Tactics one of these days, just as, you know, I haven't got the Switch plugged in over there, it's upstairs, but I'll have to show you the Shrine Maiden in Teamfight Tactics one of these days. Although once you get me started, I'll do a like 15-hour stream on Teamfight Tactics, so I won't be able to stop.
But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Saving Private Shrine Maiden. Saving Private Shrine Maiden.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
You know, I don't know enough about Chinese and Japanese media. I haven't watched enough Chinese and Japanese films. I've watched a few. I think I've watched more South Korean than anything from that world. Though it's not from the same world, is it? But, you know, I've watched a few Kung Fu movies in my time, seen a bit of Bruce Lee, but I wonder sometimes, because there's so many different and varied stories in this, like this is another strange and interesting story, well written, intriguing. I wonder if they lift any of those. We've seen they lift the music from other places. We know they lift the general art style. It basically looks like it's been played on the same engine as Breath of the Wild, which maybe they, you know, ripped off. And then I don't know enough about which engine it's been made in to make a fair comment on that, to be fair. And I don't know enough about which engine Breath of the Wild's in. I just assume that Breath of the Wild is in its own engine that Nintendo make, and I assume that this Chinese company have reverse engineered it in some way. But maybe that's just me making assumptions. But we know they lift the music. We know they lift the, you know, the geography is they use it as an influence. I wonder if they use other stories as influences as well.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting.
Let's get up there then.
I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine.
There she goes, Shrine Maiden.
Who'd have
That
thought
looked like-
Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
You can shut up, we need to get up there quick. That looked like something you could actually cosplay because it was fairly straightforward, like colours and clothes. Like their clothes, I reckon, you know, we're talking about cosplay the other day. Oh, did you have a nice time at the other day of the Comic-Con? These people, they wear more simple clothing. I could get that. I could get that off Amazon. But I probably wouldn't get the sword.
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai.
Look, we're going up there.
Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow.
Yeah, shut up,
Even if
you.
you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei. We, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Yeah, come on, then.
Sure. After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden Chillen from her.
Oh, today's the last day. You got a treat for one of your favourite actors. That's cool. Is it? Do they have to? Did they? I'm probably asking a stupid question here, but do the actors have to pretend to be the characters themselves? Because people go to Comic-Con and do cosplay as characters, and the actors actually acted the characters, so they've got a huge advantage there. They've probably got access to the actual clothing that was worn in the films, and they are the people that were in the films, so they've got a huge advantage. Or do they just like go like they're undercover? Do they play the role as the person that they played in the film? Like, you know, is it Captain Marvel, but is he just wearing his,
Seems like
you know,
I should have just stayed.
Saturday shorts and nice full get-up? But he's still Captain Marvel because look at his face. He's fucking Captain Marvel, mate. Like, or do they just, you know, are they just behaving like normal people, like the actors? Some of them go incognito to walk around undetected. That, oh god, that would be cool as fuck, wouldn't it? Could you imagine cosplaying as like imagine you played like, I don't know, like Spider-Man, and obviously you wear the mask, don't you, when you're cosplaying as Spider-Man, so you could go around and everyone would be like, oh look, it's a Spider-Man in cosplay, and they wouldn't be that bothered because you've seen a million Spider-Men in cosplay, and you just go around walking around and you'd be like, this is weird because I am actually Spider-Man, and I'm at the convention where everyone fucking digs Spider-Man. I'm wearing the actual Spider-Man costume from the actual film, and no one's that bothered. That would be funny as fuck, wouldn't it? Like, people would be, they'd more likely, Deadpool went as Deadpool went. That would be brilliant, yeah, brilliant, good idea. I mean, that probably would draw a bit of attention because it's a bit more of a glamorous costume, but like the more mundane one, I'd say in this mundane, Spider-Man's not necessarily mundane, is he? But like these days with such a wide plethora of characters to choose from, and some of them, like a stormtrooper, you know, you've seen a million stormtroopers, haven't you, over the years? But some of the new Star Wars films, some of the main characters were stormtroopers, weren't they? That one fella was a stormtrooper, so he could go as a stormtrooper and everyone would basically ignore him. You see the large suburban caravans and you know where to find them, right? Yeah. Mark Hamill went as a stormtrooper. Well, there, you see, great minds think alike. Mark Hamill. This is a great opportunity to take a minor diversion, because Mark Hamill loves Star Wars, doesn't he? This is one of my favourite things on the internet. So we'll have a little look at it. Mark Hamill, because Mark Hamill loves Star Wars. Where is it?
Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now.
Where is it? Isn't there a video called Mark Hamill Loves Star Wars? And it's him, like, just shitting on Star Wars, edit. They must have took it down. You know, it came up when I was typing into Google there, into YouTube, because it's heard many people search for that. Oh, it's not fair. It's not fair, it's gone. It's gone, hasn't it? Because, like, he's, like, you know, obviously Luke Skywalker got a bit done over, didn't he, in the recent films? So, he didn't like the way the storyline went, and he sort of said some stuff. And they edited it all together from all the different interviews. There's Mark Hamill shits on the new Star Wars movies. Might be this. It was called Mark Hamill Loves Star Wars, and then it was him just... I don't know where it's gone.
Only a movie. And if you think you're gonna go... What's your name? Rick.
It's very quiet, this one.
I should have just stayed in bed today.
Of him standing on a cliff. Did you get that? Sabre. And someone said to me, is that a gravestone next to your... You remember that question? I don't know. It looked like a rock to me.
What he wasn't happy about was that Skywalker, who... We're not going to be able to do it now. Forget the diversion, we'll go back to Genshin Impact. Skywalker, who was basically... You know, he put up with a lot of shit over the years and gone through a lot of trouble. That he'd just give up and just make himself disappear. He wasn't happy about that. And that he'd turn his back on the Jedi, you know, in the Force. He wasn't happy about that. And he said, because I was Luke Skywalker, you know, I know him more than anyone else, what Luke Skywalker fucking thinks and feels. And he wouldn't be chuffing turning his back on no Jedi forces. Anyway, right, this is the shrine, it's up there. I haven't unlocked any of these things or got up there yet, so we're going to do a bit of exploration. Going to make our way up there. What do you think's a good way to go? There's a bit of an entrance path this way. I could start on this Kamisato estate and just go up here, maybe. Maybe that way. Possible. Or the path round here. That's where we came in. And there's a teleporter there. No, we came in over here. Ah, so the path up here leads to a teleporter. And then maybe you get up the back of the mountain there. But really, doesn't you think you've got to go through the front way? Where's the front doors, do you think? That looks like it might be the front door there with the teleporter. So maybe this part is the front way. This certainly looks like water and a big drop. I don't know if you get up that way. We've got to uncover all of it. We've got to run around all of it at some point, but I'm sure there's chests to find everywhere. But that's round the back, the Court of Flowing Sand. Since we've already unlocked this, and we can always go there if it gets tough and try and flow that way up. I think what we'll do is we'll head up this road and we'll try and tag that teleport waypoint. We'll see what's going on over here. Looks like a bit of an arena. And then we'll try and get up the back of the mountain. Maybe... No, we'll do that late. Like, we can fly off the top of the mountain and get that at the back. We don't want to be stuck around the back, do we? So we'll try and get up the mountain from this side. Maybe it's here that we go up. We'll go and have a look. We'll go and have a look. We'll go and have a look. And we'll head here and then we'll head north. I watched Shatner the other day say, fuck Star Wars except Mark Hamill. Hello, Josie. Hello, Josie. We're just getting started in Inazuma. We've just, one of our vision people... Look at these tomates! Look at these tomatoes growing. One of the people that has a vision, or doesn't have a vision anymore, he's sick. He's a dojo master. And like, there's so many interesting stories in this. He's a sick dojo master, and he wants to... I'm just walking and losing my mind while I'm talking. The Shrine Maiden, we're all going to go meet the big Shrine Maiden at the top of the hill. Now look, this landscape looks different now I'm here, look. I'm thinking we can get up this way. Straight up the water, hang on. Oh, that's the water, that's the waterfall. And then it goes up there, but actually we need to go a lot higher up, don't we? I think we stick to our first plan. These dudes are doing something, there's some cubes there, maybe the cubes take us up. You know, maybe that's part of it, maybe there's a puzzle and we can fly up. What I'll do is I'll kill these dudes, I'll gather those rocks, and then we'll look at the puzzle. Might have to have an electric character on. Ow, I hit him on the foot then really hard.
You can't run.
He didn't like that at all. All the other pokes and prods, he's not too bothered by it. Ow, my foot, because he's not wearing shoes. That's his main issue. You want to get some shoes on your feet, mate.
Nice and spicy.
Look, no wonder it hurt his foot, he's not got any shoes on. What's this dude doing?
It's my lucky day.
It's your lucky day. Yeah.
Rain
happened?
outlines your face.
You find a fish. You got a fish in your sandal. Got a little fish between your toes. Caught a fish between your feet.
Get them.
Caught a little fish.
The ferry.
Not such a lucky day anymore, is it? What's going on here? Look. These look broken. I can't touch them or do anything with them. I might switch to an electric character and just see if I can. It feels like we should have an electric character going on while we're around here. And it should either be the Kipper or the Wolf Boy. Wolf Boy on tour? I mean, we could take official these days. It's official, we have official. And we've got ka-ching, ka-ching, that's the noise you make when you put the money into the... When you pay the money into the game. And ka-ching, that's the noise the game makes whenever you try your wishes. Ka-ching! And then we've got Lisa, but she's not got the good book. We're lending her book to Clee, so might have to just go with Wolf Boy.
I'll watch your back.
Yeah. Let's see what happens if we electrify this then. Oh, it lit up. Look, it's lit up. But that one's gone out. And that one's gone on to 2. Hang on. That one's on 2, and that one's on 1. Want them all on 3, don't I? So that one's on 2, that one's on 3, that one's on 2. What? That one's on 3, that one's on 1, that one's on 2. This is going to be a nightmare for me, because I don't even know what's happening when I'm pressing it. I don't know exactly how I'm affecting it. Looks like I'm nearly there, in a way, but it looks like if I... Hang on. No. Nope. It's going to be a nightmare, isn't it, for me? I want them all on the same thing, don't I? Oh, I did it. There you go. Magic.
Empty chest.
Just a chest.
Good for storage.
I thought it might fire me up there. On some magic, fiery magic. Or is this the trail, do you think? Maybe I should just go up here, because it looks like that might be a trail. Or maybe I should just follow the trail. Goes up round here, up this part of the mountain. And then I suppose I'll try and head straight towards the shrine. If I get stuck, I can head that way still, can't I? I no doubt we'll have to go over here at some point, but... Okay, I'll try the main trail. Excuse me. I don't know if you heard, but...
Lights out. Let me weave you a verse.
No hilly chills.
I let my guard down.
Banned.
Judgment.
been banned. No hilly churls. It says it on the sign. Look, this guy with the sword's come to get Eggy now. You know what he's doing? Protecting the hilly churls. He's on the side of the hilly churls, isn't he? What's he doing?
Rain outlines your fate. You can't run.
Gotta dash. Learn jutsu. Right.
Where's the Eggy sword man? Oh, he's over there. Okay. Common chest.
Nap time.
No doubt, as we go through Inazuma, we're going to find lots of chests littered around the landscape. The ones I see that are straightforward, I'll just go and grab. But anything that's a bit complex, we'll mark and then we'll come back. Because they'll always be there. But no doubt the main game as well, as we go through these main quests, we're going to get a lot of rewards as well. We're going to have a lot of challenges and things to... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Marlo, it's Mr. Foxy. Marlo. 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 It's Mr. Foxy. Can we see him? He's not out there, he's here. It's on the picture. Come and have a look. There's no Mr. Foxy. There's no Mr. Foxy. There's none. Look, come here with your daddy. Come here with your daddy. Come here with your daddy. Come on. What's that there? Look. Is that a Mr. Foxy there? Hey? What do you think? Hey, what do you think? What do you think? You little booger. Yeah. He's got his hand on the microphone, Marlo has. Go on, you booger. Oh, what's your foot on that?
Seems like I should have just stayed in bed today.
Yeah, he knows the word. He does know it. He knows the word. What is this one doing? This one's just stood here. I'm not going to attack it or nothing. Look at it. It's just looking at me. Friends. Friends. I've got disappointed and serious. They're good faces, aren't they? For a photo. Disappointed and serious. Why those choices? Me and me Foxy. Staring there. See what this is. I might not do it. If it's kill things, great. If it's run around and do things, nah. Nah. I have to summon the electrogram. And then I have to do something like this. It sucks you up with the button like that. Oh, you see, like, this is great. I'm starting to get used to some of the ideas here, but like, I'm not going to do this in time, am I? Now what? Oh, I'm falling off. No. See what I mean? I'm not coordinated enough to work this out yet. So, let's just leave that for now. But, we'll mark it and we'll come back to it. I am coordinated enough to do it with my brain. It's just like, I have to concentrate on it. I'm not doing that now. Following this little trail up the mountain, nice and straightforward, nice and simple. I do know from past experience that when I see one of these, what are they called? Is it up the tree? It's above me. What? Oh, you chuffer. Look, I'm trying to get this thing above me on the tree. Right, hang on. These need to be collected or marked because you do need to come back and get these. So I'll mark it because we're going to have a fight instead. I'm busy up a tree, you chuffer. Can't you see I'm busy up a tree? No? Alright. Have it your way. Like at BK, have it your way. Don't say I didn't warn you. Where's she gone? Ooh, Chuffer. The Piff Wizard. Now, this is obviously the way to go to the Shrine Maiden's house, isn't it? So they want you to have these fights on the way. Aye, 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 what happened then? Aye, 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 my coconuts. Consider the coconuts. Give us everything we need. Look to the sea and there you are. Ah, no, no, not in this, not in this. I'm not having that, I'm not having that. Get out of that. Thank you.
Punishment. Judgment.
Judgment, mate. Dismal Prisms, thank you very much. There's a chest over there. I will go and get that, because... Oh, that's the road to the Shrine Maiden's house, isn't it, Blades? Right, I'm going to go and get that, though, because it is just over there. It's actually back the way we came, isn't it? I can see it from where I am now, so, like, you know... Can't help it. Up we go. Hello, you chuffers. I've come from the chest.
Rain outlines your fate.
Don't have him fall off. If he falls off, then I can't... No, it's alright. Annoyance, because I've got to go down there and kill him, then come back up and kill them. And, you know, don't have him falling off.
Get back!
They're all going to fall off. He's fallen off. They don't like it up them. Chuffing, eh?
Judgment.
Ow.
Lights out.
Freeze you up. Not having all that going on. It's a bit too much for my liking. All that whirling around and shouting. It's a bit too much for my liking. Where's the other one? What are you doing hiding in the bush? I suppose you saw what happened to that trucker.
You can't run.
You're worried, scared, you're fricked. Sorry, mate. Knocked your hat off.
Got a dash.
Can I have your mask? No, you're not using it. No. Selfish.
Mission accomplished.
Mission
Go
accomplished.
back and sleep now.
We're off to the Shrine Maiden's house. This looks like it's also the way to the Shrine Maiden's house, but it's not, is it? Mount Yogu. Oh, this is someone else's house. Oh, there's a little present for us for coming here. That's nice. Thanks very much, mate. Oh. I've got to collect those beetles even though it's not vegan because it's a thing for one of my characters. So we'll pretend that they're like vegetation or something. Like they're dead beetles. They're the shells of the dead beetles, not the actual live ones. And we're only collecting them for the character because he's a weirdo. Can't we blast this up? Why can't we do this? There you go.
Ooh, what's in here?
Maybe I should have a pyro character. See, the thing is, we're in Electro world, so you need an Electro character in your team, yeah? But maybe I should also have a Pyromancer, because Pyro beats up Electro quite well. And, like, we might face Electro enemies. That was certainly an Electro... it was an Electro... Oh, who's that down there? And there's more of these things that I've got to collect. And there's somebody down there having a wash. Right, I'm busy with the Shrine Maiden, but I'm going to mark this on the map because there's Electro bobbles around, so got a bit distracted. There's some birdies. Careful, you don't want to kill the birdies. Oh. Somebody's guarding a chest. Somebody's guarding a little chest. I see ya.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me...
Did you like that rain outlining your fate? Because we just missed the special offer. We had a special offer last week. 2 for 1. It's gone back up to full price now.
Be gone.
Where are you gone? See, Electro doesn't appear to be smashing the chops off her. She don't seem to mind it that much.
You can't run.
That you can't run gets me out of her prison thing, so that's good.
Shiver.
Come on out. Bye.
Like, the only thing that really doesn't seem to be doing much damage, as much as I thought it would, is the Electro. I'm thinking maybe I need Pyro for this.
Rain outlines your
But I
fate.
tend to keep Jinqui and Rosie as like a duo, because I like the effect of their synergy. I like the
That
freeze
felt-
effect.
Pretty good.
So we're off on the road, and we've come here, and the road's led to like this, and it's took us up here, yeah? And like, there's fucking nothing here. What's going on? Bit strange. I've got to go up there, haven't I? Bit strange. I am actually going to fly down to that other teleporter. I can see it over there, so I'm just going to bag that teleporter while I'm here. Make my life easier in the long run. There's a little camp there as well. Have a little cup of tea. The weather in the UK is now a nice 22 degrees centigrade. So summer's finished now. We've had our heat wave, our 2-day heat wave. The weather today is grey and mild, and it may well rain. What's going on over there? Look, there's a Mr. Cyclops behind one of those door things. I don't even know if I want to open it. Not with a Mr. Cyclops inside. Who's that going around down there? What's that going on down there? Little train of things going. Look like little flying fish or something. It's all happening around here, isn't it? It's all happening around here. I thought that this was just a little arena. It's not. There's a chest. There's a little puzzle thing in there. Something inside it. Not supposed to be messing about, am I? I didn't even get the teleporter. Forgot to get the teleporter. I'm so easily distracted. But while it's here, I'm going to grab this because I can see it. Oh, it's not one of those things. I thought it was one of those cool things that I'd get. Animo crystals. No, it's not. Alright. I'm leaving this alone, then I'll come back to this. No doubt we will have to at some point. I will have to go in there as well, because look, there's one of my homunculi. Electrolyte up there. Can't go through though, look. I've woke him up though, so that's interesting. I wonder if he can shoot through there. Yeah. Unbelievable. I can't, but he can. He's come out. He's just come out. Right, fine, I'll have it. I didn't realise he was going to come out, because I can't go in. I thought it was like a two-way street, that. Oh, look, handy. That's handy, look. He's up in the air. Handy for me.
Rain cutter.
And why is it a him? It doesn't have to be a him. It's Mr. Cyclops, isn't it? This one could be a Mrs. Can't see under that crotchal iron, whatever it is.
You can't run.
No, spinning arms, you chuffer. Everything but the spinning arms. Don't you understand? Nobody likes those spinning arms. It's one of the reasons that they put you in there in the first place. Nobody thinks you're being. It's not big or clever. No, nobody's impressed. Spinning arms.
No, my sword. You can't run. Shiver.
Gotta dash. Ninjutsu.
So what I really appreciate as well is the little Japanese music in the background, the strings and the little percussion while you're doing the fight. Dun 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 dun. So that was good, wasn't it? I've done him, killed him, can't have his stuff. No, I imagine that next time I come back here, he'll be back alive again. And I won't be able to... Next time, for some reason, he'll be twice as tough and I won't be able to do him. That'll be funny for everyone when we come back there. I won't mark these Electrolus that are around this because if I come back to the teleporter, it will make it obvious for me. And in my hunt for crystals and whatever else later on, I will no doubt it's my new phrase now. I will be back here in this on that thing in the teleporter at some point. So don't stress about me not marking them. I'll see them later. Don't worry, it'll be fine. That's unlocked. And then I want to go up there, don't I? And it looks like a right nightmare. Looks like the sort of thing I go up and fall off. It's got to be along that slightly... It's got to be along this side, and it's got to be ledge to ledge to ledge to ledge to ledge to ledge like that. Talking to legends. Hello, lads. Time for me to kill you again. You again. Not you again.
Here you go.
Let's begin. Let's end this quickly.
Ooh, you and your hammer. Always poking people with that hammer, aren't you?
Let me weave you a bird.
I will end you.
Electro's no good against him because he is Electro, so definitely need fire for that. You can do it with cryo as well, though.
Rain outlines your fate.
Got a dash.
This looks well done. This is bad.
Lights out.
You're dead. Oh, don't go off the edge.
Yes, this one's well done.
Come on. There you go.
You need to hurry up.
Where are you going?
Fuel's clogged.
Got a dash.
Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind. You can't run.
Where have you gone? Don't stand on the edge, you penis. How am I going to fall off? I don't want you to fall off. So then I'll fall off, and then we both have to climb all the way back up. It's right. Ooh, I nearly went then. It's right chopper you being right on the edge like that. There's more of them down there as well. There's one more of them down there as well, so maybe I do need to go down there and clean up. Great, I kill. Oh, chuffer. Right.
Ooh, what's in here? Maybe a growth serum?
Bit of electric thing there, look. Don't know what that is. Can't figure it out. Chest. I've got a chest. Hang on. Maybe I open the thing with that. What annoying. It's down here to kill these two because they're down here. And they might have a chest themselves, you never know. You got a chest? Yep, you got a chest. Nice one.
Body and mind.
Killjoy.
You know the score? We've got to go for the big dude first.
Punishment.
Big chopper who heals his mates. I'm not having him heal his mates up.
You can't run.
Get out of there.
Time to
Can't see properly.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Right.
Get it together.
Got a dash.
I will end you.
No, my sword. Judgment.
Can't run.
Rain cutter.
Come on out.
I guess This is it.
Make
Yep.
my escape. Looks kind of cozy in here. Nap time.
Now we're getting all the good stuff we need to ascend our characters as well, so it's all good in the hood, isn't it? Gonna just teleport to there so I can fly over again. Oh look, I can probably get around the back way here. To grab my chest. Sweet. I don't know if I'll be able to get out, or maybe it's a one-way door again. So.
Ooh, what's in here? Maybe a growth serum?
Summon the electro-grammar gun, and maybe that'll help. Now I can go through both ways. Yeah, I got my chest. It's going to take us a while to get to the top of this Chuffing mountain though, if I keep messing about, so... It's hard to know which way is going to be easier. I think it's this way. This is the moment where you use your stamina food, isn't it? Stamina, 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 stamina in your body. I've got loads of food kicking around that I don't really want to eat, but I had to make for all these... You have to be a master of all these different dishes. Decreases stamina, sprinting stamina. That's not the same as climbing stamina, is it? Restores 50 stamina. Decreases sprinting stamina. I think it's just sprinting stamina. We'll eat it anyway. It's got an egg in it, but fuck it. And we know we can do 50 stamina if we're about to run out. And the trick is to alight on these little ledges to replenish our entire stamina as we go, isn't it? So we'll make it. If anything, these ledges make it much, much easier. Surprised there's not so much stuff to pick on here. They could have put some violet grass to pick on the way up, like make it a bit of a... Like, Breath of the Wild did that very well. We've got those plants that grow on the side of the mountains, and in Breath of the Wild, when you're going up a climb, quite often there's things to grab along the way. So it keeps you, like, you plan a route up the climb, and it kind of helps you to navigate because, you know, in the way they put a little bit of something in, like a mint you can pick up on the floor, and then you follow that, and then there's an enemy, and then you follow that, and then there's a chest. Like, it's like a little trail, isn't it? So Breath of the Wild did that very well. I'm surprised they haven't taken the cues from that. Breath of the Wild also had a couple of challenges that were based on climbing. Speed climbing, distance. A couple of good challenges that... Oh, I just found the cigarette I just made. Alright, hang on. It's interesting, climbing is such a feature of this game. Like, in the way it... Like, before Breath of the Wild, they don't talk about how important climbing was. Like, they talk about it being an open world and X, Y, Z, but before Breath of the Wild, it wasn't taken for granted that you run up to something and can climb it. And the way they fixed it in Breath of the Wild was just so simple. I used to think, how are we ever gonna, you know, jumping and whatever's one thing, you know, getting up a ledge is one thing, but like, how are we gonna climb mountains and the mechanics involved? Like, how are we gonna work? But of course, you don't have any gaming mechanics for running. You just press the button because when your character runs, you don't have to work out how to put one foot in front of the other. So very similar with the climbing. They just made it as simple as possible, and it totally worked. Now, when I heard you could climb up any surface in Breath of the Wild, I thought I was going to have to go here and, like, you know, press AX, 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 or, you know, whatever to get me up there. But you just go and you touch it and you move to it and then you're climbing on it. That's a very sensible way to do it, isn't it? And that's opened up so much of the game world that we weren't used to having open. I've left the thing down there.
Body and mind.
Went all the way back for an arrowhead and 2 arrowheads. It was worth it. And so Genshin has obviously utilised that very same Breath of the Wild mechanic, but unlike all the other mechanics in the game, and there's a lot of them, they haven't really tried to exploit this much. You use it for climbing up stuff. So you climb up stuff. There's occasionally a flower you can pick, but it's the getting up the stuff that's the thing, isn't it? But you could have put a lot more... I'm surprised they haven't exploited this climbing a little more, with more stuff to find. Just things on the cliff face. There even are, aren't there? There are geo-sigils in the geo world on the cliff face. There's one of those. I don't know what it does. Can't figure that out in my brain. I go in it and it's a little cloud and it goes poof, and then it's open. And I've got electro characters, and when they're involved, nothing. Like nothing. So I don't know what it is. There's something up there, look, twinkling away. The music's cool in the background. It's taken on a really like atmospheric tone as well. You'd like a boss you can climb. That's a good point. That's a very good point. In Breath of the Wild, it wasn't limited to just the landscape, was it? The first time you climbed a Hinox by mistake, because you're trying to get on the ankles, aren't you? On the Hinox, old Hinox, and then you accidentally climb up the chuffer, or was it Hinox or was it just the stone talus? The stone talus. Always climbing those stone talus, wasn't I? Pretty sure you can climb a Hinox as well. Pretty sure I did it by mistake. Yeah, that would be cool. I think we can get on Divaning, can't we, at one point to knock that sausage off the top of his head, but other than that... There we are, it's took us a while, but we're up here. Looks like we came the wrong way. Looks like this is obviously the entrance. Look, there's fucking steps and everything. I've come the wrong way. Definitely come the wrong way. Hang on. Little birdies. I'm just going back down this way to see what it's like. I've definitely come the wrong way. Little birdies. There's a little fox in. So I've come the wrong way. There's another one. Another one. See one, you've seen three. There's all stuff down here as well. Little Onibuku beetle. I'm going to have to... there's a chest. I have to come back down this route, aren't I? Ah, look, it's just a little... It's just him. That was nice. Well, it wasn't. I would have preferred the chest, but... Now what am I doing? Where's my steps gone? I've lost my steps. I used to have a set of steps I was walking up. There they are. Hello, you again. There we go. So good, isn't it? Look at it. Because this is what you get when you go the approved route, is you get like, oh, they know you're coming up here, so they design it so it looks fucking cool. Viewpoint and all that. That's the way you're supposed to come. I climbed in over here. I didn't get any of that majesty of the journey. I just got like solid rock, and then there it is. Here's some Naku weeds. I'll have that. That's mine. Honestly, I need them. I planted them there so I could pick them later. It's not the first... Well, it is the first time I've been here, but you know what I mean? When I say I planted them, I mean I blew the seeds into the air up here so they'd land there. So I kind of planted them. Is this the toilet out? This is the outhouse, the toilet. Little outside toilet. Someone's left their little pineapple ring. There's a shrine maiden. Don't mind me, I'm just climbing in here, love. Oh, this is where I've got to go in as well. Careful, don't want to go there yet. Might kick off the quest. I want to have a little look around. Sacred Sakura. Pressed it and it did this. Look at that, it's like a wolf. No, it's not. It's a FOX. I.e. It's a foxy. On a tree. What? So these are... I can offer electro sigils, and then they're just like the geo sigils, but I can also spend those in the shops, can't I? So I don't know if I do want it, but I do want to, because like it's more, it's resin. I think we do want to. I'll offer some. I'll offer some. Up to level 3 then. I offered them all. I was going to offer them some. I was going to press the button and offer them some. I offered them all by mistake, so let's collect our rewards. Oh, since Jesse's here as well, the shop only unlocks after the tree. Oh, okay, that's fair enough then. You have to spend all this on this first. Look how much tree there is. I got a question, is we're getting this fragile resin. Am I now of a high enough world level? Level 6, I think I'm at, aren't I? That I can start using this, isn't it? I can start spending that and having more runs at things. Because I can get the gold stuff. I'm world level 6. And on the map, when I go in these places, I can start spending resin. You are, but the point is to use them on the max level, so you get some. What's the max level? I thought this. Well, you get better rewards even increasing. I thought what happened was that you hit a certain level. Like here we are. You hit a level. Oh, you mean I have to challenge the max level? I'm not allowed to spend it on Blessing Frost 3. I've got to spend it on Blessing Frost 4, yeah? And then I can get the best things. That's it, isn't it? So, because, you know, because sometimes I like to go in here and just do the... Like... The thing is, it's by time as well, because, like, in Tashan Mansion, for example, I'm in here to get me books, but at level 3 books, I'm guaranteed, and I do it in seconds. At level 4 books, I'm not guaranteed that. I never get it. And it takes me 10 minutes, so... I see what you're saying, yeah. I see what you're saying. I still think there's something in getting these quicker. When you spend more resin, like, you might not get one of these, though. Quite often I go into level 4, I do the whole thing, and then it doesn't drop that for me, because it just says, fuck you, you're not having that. And then I'm like, oh, I did this, fucking took me ages. Could have done 3 of those in the same amount of time. And 3 of those adds up to half of that. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, look, we're in their garden. Their very own... It's their garden. The Shrine Maidens are here. Her name was Maki, like the rolls. The Shrine Maidens are here. There we go, we've come in the right way now. It's done the quest. It's quiet. The artifacts is important. On the max level, you'll always get at least 1 5-star. Oh, you do you? For the artifacts, you're guaranteed that. Well then, because my 5 stars have been coming through the bosses. I haven't actually gone in the artifacts domains yet.
Do you think that's Lady Yai?
Oh, it's a character.
Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence.
She certainly fucking does. She ain't got her trousers on, that's why.
Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now?
Paimon's like infatuated. She's got similar pink hair. Paimon's infatuated. Has Paimon actually got pink hair just from looking at her now? I can't remember. No, I'm not looking at her. I think Paimon might have white hair. White hair. She's Electro, I think. White hair there.
Nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me.
Alright, Domon's having problems.
I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai,
Yai.
Domon has persisted
Yay.
in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
You think she'd get her name right, being as she's, you know, a shrine maiden in Argy? You think you'd get her name right? It's Lady Yai. Spelled Yai. 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 And look, she's got all these... A lot of these characters have got these sort of clothes that look like they might be clothes, but when you look closer, they're panels of fabric that sort of hang off them. And I bet one of the problems, if you want to cosplay this, is that to make them hang in this shape, you probably have to put wires in them or something, because I bet if you cut pieces of fabric and just wore them around your waist. It wouldn't quite hang in that same way. It's quite cool, isn't it, the way it does this? Kipper's got this sort of weird dress that comes up at the front and like is long and flowing. I've never seen clothes like this before, except in this game. I've seen the big bows on Japanese clothes, or kimonos, or Chinese, or whatever. I've never seen these big flowing panels like this, of quite delicately printed and emblazoned fabrics, yeah.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession,
She's just got
right?
kimono, shorts, socks. Fuck that. Kimono, shorts, socks, done. This one, all fabrics, all printing. She's Lady Yai, isn't she?
This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's Yai
It is
Miko.
clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
It's Yai Miko, right. I've heard of her because... Tell you for why. Tell you I've heard of her. Yai Miko. There she is, doing the dancing with the Raiden Shogun. It's a bit more appropriate for today, isn't it? There she is. Yai Miko. That's who she is.
Pink. 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 Pink.
Pink, apparently.
Then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths.
Harsh.
As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision.
Why is a foot
For to be
moving?
stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Why is a foot moving? Why is a foot moving?
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai,
Yay.
even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Why is my moving picture stop moving, you chuffer?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions.
Good point.
Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead.
Do you know what? It's weird that I used to do fencing, as you know, and went to a lot of competitions. I tell you about how I was British champion, and I think, what was I, 41st in the world, represented Britain at the World Championships. Along the way as well, my friend Alistair won the British Championships, Schoolboy Championships, and I came second to him in that competition. I remember that one. We were from the same club, and we fought each other for the same competitions sometimes. Like, there was a bunch of us from the same club that went to the same competitions that sometimes would have to fight each other. And like, we never talked about it in that frame of like cutting down your, like, I didn't think if Alistair beat me, then like he's defeated my ambitions, and that if I beat him, like he's going to go home sad today and I'm the winner. Like, we were all glad for the members of our club to get in the top slots. And like, if you get knocked out of the competition, you cheer on your teammates. And if you lose a fight to one of your teammates, you you give him a salute, you shake his hand, you say well done, and you applaud him on the podium. You feel good for him to have that victory, and in a way you take part of the joy yourself as well, because you made it all the way to the final to fight that fight, and the medal comes home to your club. And like, you train together, you work hard together, you have the same dreams and ambitions. So like, for either of you to achieve them is a great thing. There was another fencer, like in all the years that I was doing it, Britain wasn't necessarily the most competitive nation on the world circuit, but just after me, a kid that was like, when I was about like 18, he was about 15, and then when the next few years passed, I stopped doing fencing, and as he matured into a young adult, and he actually won the world championships at cadet level, I think it was, under 17 level, and that was like our best result from a fencer in the UK. And I actually felt a little bit annoyed because he didn't go to our club. Like, he was one of the rival club. I saw him as a rival, you see. So I cut down their hopes and ambitions in favour of those on our team. But those on our team, I will support all the way to, and they're my ambitions too. And if someone else from my club achieved them, I'd take the joy in it. It wouldn't be the same as if I were the one lifting the trophy and I were the one winning the fight, but I'd still take joy in it. I never ever felt like I was cutting down someone else's ambitions. Never even considered, even with my enemies, and I did have some enemies. I used to fight this guy called Riker. In international competition, he was a German and he was about the same age as me. So in all international competitions, we'd turn up, I'd see him on the list. I used to fight him, just by chance, I'd be paired up with him in the same pools. I'd be facing off against him in the direct eliminations. I beat him in the World Championships. And I remember that so vividly because I thought, I can't believe I'm fighting you in the World Championship. After all these international competitions and random encounters, and it's you again, I was quite happy to cut down his dreams and ambitions. I never thought of it like that, though. I didn't go home and think, of all the other competitors whose ambitions were cut down. Like, in the same way as in Fortnite, you all drop in, only one person emerges victorious, so 99 people go home unhappy. Actually, when you drop in as a club, as a group, as a squad, and somebody is victorious, if somebody's victorious, or even if they come third, or whatever, well done you. You're the best one in our team. We got knocked out earlier, you came third, well done you. We all applaud. We don't go home thinking about our own ambitions that were cut down necessarily, except to fuel you for that next set of training, to fuel you for the next competition. It's interesting the way she's talking. I mean, obviously, Japanese sword tradition, maybe, and it's not Japan, this is in Tevia, in Inazuma, but maybe you have to physically kill them, I don't know. But wanting to be the best doesn't necessarily mean that you want the worst for other people. In fact, you want them to be at their best too, because you want to be pushed to the limit by the people who are the best. There have been days where I've fought people in competition and they've not been on their game, and I beat them, and I thought that was great, but I'm disappointed that you weren't on your game, really, because they might have had an injury or this or that or whatever. If I can't consistently do it against the best, I don't consider it. I remember I fought somebody who they got an injury during the fight, and so they lost and I won, and I was actually disappointed. Everyone was like, well done, you go through to the next round, easy for you. If you're happy with that. And I'm not happy with that. I'd rather have beaten somebody than I'd rather test myself and claim the victory than see it as a hollow victory because somebody that was better than me just couldn't quite compete on that day. I don't know.
When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
She's referring to the Shogun.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Onsai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from?
Sorry, world join request. I'm just doing story mode, so streamer doing story mode. No world join. Sorry. I don't know who it is. It's not personal.
Did he follow us the whole way here?
Onsai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start?
Do you know what I mean? Like, this game, like, I don't know, sometimes I wonder if it's pure serendipity that I'm playing it, but I've put everything I had into trying to become the best when I was younger at sword fighting, literally at sword fighting, and you know, over the COVID, tragically lost some of the people that helped me along that journey the most. So this feels like it's like getting me in the feels again. Like, I don't know if it's just because of my personal experience, but Genshin's got some really well written, well crafted stories, hasn't it?
If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue.
I could turn those requests off. I may well learn how to do that in the future. It used to be seen as like a girl taking something from hiring a job, right? Girls in competition taking something from like being beaten by a girl. Yeah, I think because I got beaten by a girl in early fencing, like one of the first competitions I did when I was 13, I think, I got to the final. And I got beaten by a girl, and I do remember my dad saying to me, actually, like, you got beaten by a girl, like, you know, is that appropriate? Shouldn't you have done better? And I remember sort of saying, no, look, when you put the mask on and you've got the sword in your hand, there's no girl or boy, that's just another fencer, isn't it? And she's obviously quite good, so well done her. I think also because, although some competition was mixed, there was also separate sex fencing in the Olympics, and we had girls training at our club that were Olympic. Like Louise Bond-Williams, I'm pretty sure it's okay for me to show this on the internet, because I'm kind of proud of her. Although I haven't spoken to her for years, you know, like, it's just one of those things, isn't it? And she's done so much. Look, she's even got her own Wikipedia. She's even got her own Wikipedia. Here she is. Like, I feel like really emotional talking about all this stuff, and I feel proud of her. So, sorry, I've got to put myself together. She fenced. I didn't know she did this. She fenced for Ohio State in America, in the American Pro League. She went to the Olympics in the 2004 Summer Olympics. I didn't know she had a car crash and was injured. Yeah, so anyway, like, she's been to the Olympics. I don't know why I'm getting all emotional, man. I need to just pull my shit together. And she was at our club, you know, she was one of us. I think, in a way, it was, like, a little easier. I don't want to say easier, but there was less like, we sort of invented female saber fencing. We sort of invented it. What do you mean we sort of invented it? Don't be stupid. You didn't invent it. Yes, you did. Before her generation, women fenced foil and epee, the other two weapons. But saber fencing is the more exciting. Get this up for you. Oh no, I won't. Hang on. So the different weapons, right? I'll start you off with foil, the training weapon. Foil, there's a good one to show you. A foil is the one in the middle. It's a straight line with a little bobble on the end, and you use that for poking your opponent, stabbing them through, and only this chest part is target. So you learn to fence with a foil. Just the chest part is target, and you're just going to stab them, and you block them with that little guard from stabbing you. That's what you might imagine fencing is. You know, it looks a bit like this, with them trying to... He's actually doing a flick hit round the back. But, you know, they're trying to stab each other. They've got this jacket part in the middle that's target. And they're trying to stab each other. That's foil fencing. The epee at the bottom is like the grown-up version of that. Now your whole body is target. And the whole sword is a bit longer and a bit stronger. You're still trying to stab your opponent. You're still trying to run them through. But you've got a bigger guard, because you're going to use that to cover... smash their sword out of the way when they're trying to stab you, and the whole of you is target. So epee fencing, your whole body is target, and what tends to happen because of that, like, because they can easily just hit you on the foot or anywhere, what tends to happen, you're seeing one person here doing an attack and the other person's parrying it out of the way. What tends to happen is you take distance a bit more seriously, because you don't want to be in range to be hit, because you're going to get hit. So you spend a lot more time, like boxers, you know, boxers moving, ducking, weaving. You spend a lot more time playing with distance and timing before you launch your attack. And when you launch your attack, you fucking damn well better be sure you hit, because otherwise you're going to be close and they're going to stab you. So that's epee fencing. The whole body is target. It's like a grown-up stabbing weapon. Foil is for training, epee is for grown-up stabbing. The sabre on the top, you see there, is curved. It's curved, and we're not going to stab anyone with the point. It's got a curved handle as well, because with sabre fencing, it's the cutting edge weapon. It's like Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean, mate. See this cavalry sword? See this? That's a cavalry sword. The reason it's cavalry is you'd be riding on a horse. So when wartime involved horses, the British cavalry riding around on their horses, you know, swinging their sabres as they ride around on a horse and cut you down. That's a cavalry sword. That's a sabre. So when you get off your horse and you're fighting with a sword like that, you're cutting at people. You're chopping at them. You know, you're going to cut into them. That's more like you would imagine a sword, isn't it? It's more like Pirates of the Caribbean cutlasses. It's less pointy, jumping around, pokey, a lot more cut and thrust. So you can see why that's more appealing to the young lad that does fencing. Sabres that you fight with in fencing are less, like, the blades are less aggressive, aren't they? The blades are like thinner. The guard is thinner. It's a sports sword essentially, isn't it? But we're mimicking the same principles. So when you see sabre fencing, you'll see people... That's tiny. Maybe I'll just look at a video. They'll be cutting each other's... They'll be hitting each other with the sword. Modern sabre fencing, what's going on? The problem with it is difficult to follow because it happens very quickly. Do you have to have adverts on this, or can we just go straight into it? Adverts, chuffing hell. Just a little detour here talking about fencing for a minute, because we're going to be doing a lot of talk about sword fighting, it seems, as well. So that makes real sense to me, first off. So you go on guard, ready, play, and you're straight into each other. In the guard position, the fella on the left, in the guard position, that's covering one line, so you're not going to hit me there. So as the other person attacks, they can't hit where my hand is, but you can hit everywhere else. You see, the person that's leaning in and lunging in has already hit on the arm, but they're cutting the arm. And then the one on the left is going to cut on the head, or it hit the shoulder, but cutting weapon, yeah? They end up quite close together. You move up and down the piece, you block their attacks, you hit them back. If you hit them, you've scored a point, the lights go on, you stop, you start again. Quite often you hit together. You don't both get a point, that's no point. If you hit together, back on guard. So the principle is you're either attacking or you're defending, and it's clash, 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 bang, I've hit you. Or it's run, run, run away and make them miss, and then it's chase them down and hit them. And it's a lot more exciting than the other weapons. It's a sabre. So girls, going back to Louise Bond Williams here, girls fought foil and épée because it was more ladylike. The original fencing was like literally French. Like French people learned how to train with swords. They made an art out of it. They wrote all the rules. That's why in fencing we say en garde, prêt, allez. Or you say attack, prise de feu, which means take the blade. Like prise de feu, prize the iron. You'd say you parry. So your lines of attack are head, chest, flank, but they're really prime, tiers, quart, quint, whatever. Prime, second, tiers, quart, quint in English, French. So it's all French, but the French basically said, look, we'll have the men fencing sabre, but the women can't do that. So all the way like up until the 90s, 2000s, early 2000s, it was probably the 90s, late 90s, women didn't fence sabre. They fenced these other... You couldn't go to the Olympics and fence sabre because it wasn't in the Olympics. You could go and fence foil, but not... So Louise, in her generation, she fenced with all of us at the Sabre Club, and we fenced sabre, so she fenced sabre, and so did a lot of other girls. And they got together and said, look, we think we should be able to fucking go in the Olympics, you fuckers. And so they said, all right then, go on then. And so, like, they literally invented sabre fencing for girls, didn't they? They didn't invent it, but they were the first. They were the, like, she was a pioneer of a generation in her field, and she was as good as the boys. So, like, you'd fight, like, in the open competitions we used to go to, one of the greatest joys we had as a fencing club, our club, was when Louise would do well in a competition and you get to watch her fight some man who thinks it's not appropriate that she should beat him, like you were talking about in chat earlier, and then she would beat him and we'd all be cheering and it would be brilliant. So yeah, Shrine Maidens. Back to the Shrine Maidens. It's making me a little bit emotional, but it's, you know, things I went through. You're smarter than everyone, quicker than everyone can do all the pokies. And the judging, yeah, you see, the judging, like, thankfully in fencing, you're, I'm used to being beat by a girl, I grew up with Jay. Jay used to do some fencing as well, didn't she? And there's a lot to it, Yeah, there's a lot to it. It was good times. Yeah, I think I covered everything there.
I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone
that was the thing I was going to say.
with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
When you're on the piste, you've got a mask on and you've got a protective jacket on, you've got a sword. So, like, the feminine form, like, you know what I mean? It's not about who's sexy. I mean, you can still see the feminine form with the tight breeches and things, but really, judges should be judging people's sword fighting, and if you hit them and stop them from hitting you, there's no argument. So, yeah, I think that was a great leveler as well in that aspect.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me.
What he's trying to say is that it's okay for them to, like, you know, take on the mantle. My coach was shot in the lung in Ireland. of all places, because British Army presence during the Troubles, and he was shot in the lung, and he used to say, though, like, because we'd say to him, why don't you enter the competitions? You teach us how to fence, so you're good at fencing, so why don't you enter the competitions? And he used to say, those who can do, and those who can't teach, because he got shot in the lung. So I guess, like, people's ambitions become other people. Like, coaching, it's interesting, isn't it? Like, coaching, you have ambitions for everyone, and they're your ambitions. That's what I was saying about being in the club, and about how if someone else won the competition, you didn't feel like you'd gone home empty-handed. You felt like your club had achieved. So, yeah, there's something in that, isn't there?
So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
If my sister's still in chat, if you're still listening, if you're still watching, fucking Limmy's playing the cat game. Limmy is playing the cat game. He started just a couple of days ago, so Limmy's playing the cat game.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui.
We're doing this. Meikyo art. Look, at some point I feel like someone's going to get some... It's making me hungry for Japanese food, this is. It's making me hungry for sushi, because they keep saying shiushi. Not sushi with fish on it, but you go around the thing with the conveyor belt and you can pick the ones off that don't have the fish on them.
I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far.
This is Domon talking still.
This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again.
Alright, so now you don't have to pass on the mantle. You've decided you're not mad. And now he's just, that's it, he's fine.
But I am now used to the life of a wanderer.
Because he saw his old friend.
I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
Lady Yai fixed it. How? What? We just pay our homage to the Shrine Maiden.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
You're right, Snippies. They're the sort of things that you get. And you don't have to know the names, because you just watch them come round and you just pick them off the conveyor belt. You don't even have to know the names. It's a good system. Yeah, it seems like hope for resolution or
Traveler?
whatever. Yeah, Traveller.
A moment, please.
That's me.
Lady Yai has some words for you.
Oh yeah. All right. Because we did come a long way. We did come a long way climbing up this mountain, and we are a pretty big cheese in Liyue. We're actually an honorary member of the Liyue Cheesing, so that's a pretty big cheese, I'll have you know. Cheesing's not like cheese as in cheese, it's spelt with a Q, but you might want to think of it as cheesing, because it's the easiest way to remember it. So we're a pretty big cheese in the Liyue Cheesing, I'll have you know. And in Mondstadt, have you seen that big statue with the hands out? Well, they're considering replacing it with one of us, I'll just say that. That's how big a cheese we are in Mondstadt. They're considering that big statue with the hands out, they're considering having that, pull that down. It's been there for a while now, it's getting rubbish. It's getting rubbishy around the top. So they're considering putting that down and replacing it with one of me.
So, my intuition was correct.
Yeah?
The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores.
Whatever.
For us to meet now is premature.
What?
Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Well, don't know what you mean, really. She seems to know what she's talking about, though, doesn't she? She's walked over there now. I can't move it on. Ooh.
I have high hopes for you, child.
I'm grown up.
Don't disappoint me.
What? Is that it?
Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you.
I don't know, Paimon. She seemed to walk off. Like, she seemed to speak in riddles and then just walk off. It was a bit rude, to be fair. To be honest, a bit rude.
She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that.
Should we go and ask her?
We can come back to it another time.
All right.
For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Do you know what? It's good to having Paimon here, because if it was up to me, I would probably be like, oh, why can't you tell me what's going on? Oh. But no, we've got to go back to Misaya. So, okay, we'll do that. But don't worry, we've hit the teleporter, so we can come here whenever we want now. Oh, we're walking in. Hang on. Do it on the rock. Walk on the rocks. She's walking on the gravel. She's walking on the gravel. Maybe I can walk on the gravel as well, then. There's the tree. We've been up there and seen the tree. That's sacred. So, whoa, I've got, oh no, I'm climbing on the sacred tree. They're not going to like this at all. I had to, though, because I was falling off. Oh, she's looking at us now, look. Over there, she's looking at us. Get off the sacred tree. You know she's thinking it, but she's not allowed to shout. Because Shrine Maiden. Get off. Oh, she's on the sacred statue. Oh my god, you can't take him anywhere. Switch to the nun. Switch to the nun. She knows how to behave. Let's go looking for Yae Miko. Where is she? Where's Yae Miko gone? Where's she gone? She gone in here? What's in there? It's closed for today.
What? Another bad one?
She's got the shits.
No, let me try again.
Farting her ass off here. Ooh, look, she's waving up her hand. Ooh, that's been a... Is there something you need? If not, I'll get back to my I don't know if you can see that there. It says shits. It doesn't. It says slips, but that must be the Japanese colloquial term for really runny poops. What are you doing? I'm drawing fortune slips. I wish the almighty Shogun would change her mind and lift the Sakuku degree soon. But I've already drawn slips several times. They either read misfortune or great misfortune. Alas, what an awful day. Because of the restrictions of the Sakuku degree, I can no longer sail out for business. The goods I have now are all stuck. Business. She's describing her own constipation. That's what she's doing. It's allegorical constipation. Business has not been smooth at all. You see, even the Grand Nakagumi Shine can't save me. Is it because my luck can't get better after I witnessed that event? No, I can't give up now. No matter how many times it takes, I will get a good slip before I leave. What event are you referring to? It's something that happened after the Vision Hunt Decree came out. Someone bit off more than he could chew by challenging the Vision Hunt Decree enforcers from the Tenru Commission to a duel before the throne. Naturally, this impudent guy was promptly defeated and received divine punishment for the almighty Shogun. What an awful way to go, now that I think about it. But to everyone's surprise, the vision that defeated man had was taken away by another young lad who barged onto the scene. The vision, which should have been part of the statue of the almighty Shogun, is now in the hands of an unknown Ronin. Alas, what a terrible moment. Ronin's like a swordman. Like a mercenary. So, we know who that is because we've met somebody who had a vision that didn't light up, and they were like, it doesn't light up because it was taken from somebody, and it was somebody's story, and I can't remember which one of them it was. But it was one of them, so that's fine. Look, there she is, Shrine Maiden. Weren't you up there? How'd you get about so quick? Oh, there's more than one of you. I see. Is this the shrine, is it? Is this where you do your maidening? What do you do? Or is that just the bath? Is that just the... Oh, it's just to wash the pots and pans. It's just a sink. It's not actually the shrine, no. Where's the shrine?
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
It's up there, the Electro Archon. I don't believe in that. I'm from Mondstadt. I'm a nun. So, we're similar, but... quite different in a way as well, so... leave you to it. Return to the Kamisato estate to see Kamisato Podako. Kamisato estate. Here we go. There's the guard. We're just going in. He doesn't even ask us papers or anything. Don't care. Useless. Fucking useless. What's the point in employing him? Look, he's going for a walk now. He's off for a walk. He's having a break. I'm gonna write you up, Hirano. I'm gonna tell on you. I'm gonna grass you right up. He's gone for a walk. These two won't just let me in, will they? Yeah? Alright. Pretty big cheese, though, so...
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka!
Oh, this is that place where we couldn't see her, and she was talking to us from behind a screen. And I got Ayaka confused with the Shogun. She's not the Shogun. Here's Toma again. Nobody likes Toma. Well, she is the Shogun. She's not the Shogun. This is Kamisato Ayaka. This is a character who we wanted, that we wished for. We didn't have enough wishes and we didn't get her. So you're not to get all funny about her, because...
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face.
There she is.
I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
When she does her special move, she goes like, watcha, and then everything dies. She's got little white socks on, and sometimes you can see up her dress.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them.
So she's quite popular, I think.
Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Toma's rubbish, though. We've got him.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
She's talking to Ayaka, Paimon. Calm it.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Good. Now we've got that sorted, we can carry on with the quest.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Paimon's decided.
Thank you both kindly.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Back to the matter at hand.
Exactly.
You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen?
I hope they can one day be free from their torment.
Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar,
It was your boy.
Lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people.
So your boy Kazuha's had that friend's vision. Like, what a day he's had. We've seen about what happened in his history when we were on our holidays, and that was sad. Now he's got his friend's broken vision. Oh, Kazuha. If his name didn't sound a lot like kazoo, and every time I hear it, I thought it was somebody playing a kazoo, then, you know, it'd be a bit of a bad deal for him. He's always got that, though, hasn't he?
But I
and he's always got the giant plunging
you
attack.
Understand what they must endure.
So, I understand what they must endure. I don't really know.
It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this.
Not really.
You will? Really?
I'll help you stop the Vision Hunt decree, though.
Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all.
Yeah, we're going to help you. And I think we're going to have to kill God to do it, aren't we? Isn't it that the God of this area is running this Vision Hunt decree? So I think we're going to have a fight with God.
Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Okay, whatever you say. We'll do that. We take me once again to the tea house. See, they took me there.
Well,
I didn't have to go on my own. That's fine. I don't mind that. That's fine.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
Will you? From over there.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
Quite like the tea.
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
It's very formal, isn't it?
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
I can't remember. What kind of god is Raiden Shogun? Is no one else fighting the Vision Hunt decree? Have you raised a formal objection to the Vision Hunt decree? I'll go from the bottom.
Of course.
Formal objection.
We've tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
Alright, is the Shogun just a shadow puppet? Is she just a puppet for the shadow figures in the background? Is no one else fighting it?
The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Paimon's getting mad. There she is, that's her face. Paimon's getting mad. She's floating around, being mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Alright.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems.
Right.
But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree.
This is getting deep, isn't it? What kind of god is Raiden Shogun?
The Almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies.
Yeah? It's not really what I asked, is it though? Didn't ask how many times you'd seen her. Did I? Didn't ask how many times you've seen her. I wanted to know what she's like.
She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply.
Go on.
It was her almost complete lack of any emotion.
That sounds good.
In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity. Acting accordingly without feeling.
Artificial intelligence, isn't she? No further questions.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh god, go on then, Paimon.
What would you like to know, Paimon?
Something about food?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
No plan. Send us in. We'll go in.
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity.
Yeah.
Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
Alright.
So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna go and kick the ass of God.
For the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree.
Well.
For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
Alright.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Do the visions work,
Don't
or they just...
underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article.
But does it even matter? It doesn't make any sense. A counterfeit that's indistinguishable, that doesn't actually function as a vision, doesn't give you your ambitions back, does it? It just means you've got a little tag. I want one too.
The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Or do you mean that they take your counterfeit vision off you?
So they found
and then you're like, oh, don't take my vision.
Yes.
There she is, dancing on the left, inspiring all, yeah?
And that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu.
We're not going to abandon Master Katsu, no.
Exactly. I feel the same
I can't
way.
remember who he is.
But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should
Well, I'll
we
do
be
it then.
caught.
I'll do it.
That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt.
So me, I'll do it.
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone.
But I'll do it.
When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Right, yeah, no, it wouldn't be as straightforward as go to the fucking prison and bust him out, would it? Smash up a hole in the prison. We're going to go to the fireworks factory. We're going to use that to blow up a hole. We're going to get into the prison. Okay, we're going to take some photos first, though, because we're here with Kamisato Ayaka, look, holding hands. Hang on, look. She's holding hands. Holding hands with Kamisato Ayaka, look. If only I'd got her for my wishes. That's one that we do. That's the one that got away. Because I wished some top primo wishes on her. Didn't get her. Didn't get her. She was confused there by the egg popping. Didn't get her. Oh, look, her and Razor look good together, don't they? Look. Ah, oh, aren't they sweet? Look. Ah. Ah. Not coming all the way out here and not getting some photos with Agent Amber.
At the ready.
Oh, look, they're holding hands. Oh, they're holding hands. Oh. And now I know you can do this as well. You got this as well. Look, take a photo in the menu, and Agent Amber's got different poses. Look, she got that pose, and she got that pose. So they're not very good poses. And then you can make her do a wink, which is one eye's closed. Don't know if you can see that actually. It's quite. Zoom that in there. Look. Happy, that's both eyes closed and a smile. Default, bit cross now actually. Happy, and then one eye, just the one eye. Don't know why she got one eye. And then alpha pose, she's doing that. Thinking she's doing that. It's only those. I thought I'd have more by now. Look at camera, I don't know what the difference is there. Background blur. Oh no, she's blurred as well. Take a photo.
You want to know who you'll be meeting in Hanamizaka?
No, I just pressed the wrong button.
Let's just say they'll be easy to find.
Alright. And then what I want to do is I want to stand behind her with my bunny ears so that it looks like they're her bunny ears. That's the one. It's not quite right, that is. Let's change the angle. Did Amber move? No, she moved. Like when I'm pressing it, she's moving. Look, she's going down again after I... Look, watch. Oh, hello. Can't move out of that one. If I do it lower when she moves, she'll... That's it there, look. There's your bunny ears. Makes me feel like I've got Kamisato Ayaka now, which I don't. Right, I'm going to the fireworks factory. That'll be fun. Take Amber to the fireworks shop. That'll work out perfectly, won't it? It's not like she'll accidentally blow anything up. We'll take Klee. Should take Klee, really, shouldn't I? Go in the back way again, like normal. Because we always go the back way to places. Hey, what are you doing? You're not busy. What are you doing? All my life savings are gone. Oh shit. Are you here to draw amusement for my pitiful life? Sorry, I shouldn't have laughed. Whatever happened? Listen to me, how could such a thing happen? I was robbed of all I had. Curse those thieves. In the name of the Electro Archon. Why are you looking at me like that? I just don't want to steal. I say that word. What are you doing? Put your sword away. I'll tell you everything I know. I was a thief once. I quit my job. He's looking to the detective agency for help. They'll help him. He's heard the detective agency are good. Now, I've got a feeling we're going to have to enlist the services of a detective at some point. Hello, Doggen. Pika. Pika Nick. Little Doggen. Firework maker.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me.
butcher,
If you
baker,
think your
firework
elemental
maker.
powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again.
Yeah, you fuck it. I
Believe
mean,
me,
no,
you're
you're
not the
bad.
first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Off the steps.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
You just got a vision.
This is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we?
How could we just... The more importantly is, how's he just got a vision? Thought they were... Well, they didn't know they were just handing them out. Apparently, let's move. We're about to have a Barney.
Psst. Hey, wait.
Oh, no.
Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention.
Who the fuck's this now?
Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help?
She's got a big bow on her back.
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment. Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble.
She her voice sounded a little bit like Sayu's as well.
Huh? Hey, wait.
She does have a vision.
You do have a vision.
Pyro. I think that's a vision that we're supposed to be looking at, not her boobies.
Shh. If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
I won't have one much longer. Like, she got a bit of the Sayu's about her.
All right. Here, take it.
Oh, I see what's happening. They don't give out visions to normal people. We're giving fake visions to... We're giving counterfeit visions to normal people, and they're masquerading as people with visions. And the soldiers will say, we went down there and we took the vision, look, here it is. And then the person with the vision hides in the shed. And then they don't have to get taken away.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
A bit like when Anne Frank hid upstairs, but they weren't just taking the visions off the Jews, they were taking them wholesale.
He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
We're getting off on the wrong foot here, I think.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
Alright, he does have a vision, but for some reason he's the worst vision character you've ever seen. He's just like... standard... man. Like, his vision doesn't give him any sort of cool clothes or anything like that. All the others, vision equals like outfit, hairdo, things hanging off your head, leaf on your head. Him, vision equals same clothes as everyone else. If anything, mate, what you want to do is get yourself down the tailors. Now you've got a vision. That's the next step.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Performance? Like, she's got a funny voice. So the vision they took was fake.
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
I told you, Paimon.
And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Paimonial wrath. Paimonial.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know?
So she's a bit of a kook, and I don't know what's going on with this great big, like, rope bow.
Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Of course, she's the owner of the... She's in with the fireworks, so my characters are going to love her. Clee, Amber, they'll get along like a house literally on fire. You got a pyro character that's a bit of a kook running the fireworks factory. Brilliant. And I imagine she's recently been on a banner and I'll never get her, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. But,
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Right.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place.
She's got like a, she's got like one padded up leg.
His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Hanshiru is the worst vision character in the whole game. He's never going to carry... You're not going to make it like that, mate. You're going to have to get yourself a cool hat.
Master Matsukatsu?
Master Matsukaku?
Huh? Do you guys know him too?
I can't remember.
You don't say. way!
We're rescuing him.
Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently.
They don't have a plan. We're here to do this together.
But if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble.
And surely the idea is that we're going to blow a great big hole in the wall.
So, what about if I join you instead?
Yep.
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
It's kind of dark as well. It's like all dressed up as like, I'm having fun and all that. But the Stasi are out trying to catch the vision bearers in the night and drag them away. Like, jeez.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Mr. Masakatsu. We're on our way.
She's on the next banner. So I probably won't get her, yeah. It is too soon.
Time to break him out!
Although, do you know what I was thinking the other day? I don't know exactly how long we've been playing, about 2 months. But I wanted to work out, I did want to work out how many primos I'd got and spent over the 2 months. Because I'm doing it all free to play, of course. I haven't got the words up today, look. Where's the words? Sort that out. Hang on. Doing it all free to play. Genshin Impact. Money spent. And I would like to sort of add up how many wishes I've made. We're at 4,000. We need 30,000 or 28,800. We need 28,000 to guarantee 180 wishes and get the character for sure. I mean, I could do 2 wishes at this now and hit Kazuha bang bang twice. I could do it. It's like a 0.6 times a 0.06. It's like a 0.00012 chance of it happening, but it could do it. More likely, I have to go all the way to the end of pity timer because that's my luck. So I need to save 28,000 wishes, 28,000 primos or equivalent number of wishes to guarantee a character off a banner. If I wish for a banner and I don't get the character, that just ups the pity timer for the next one. Fair enough. So I could wish for something I want, not get it, and say, oh well, we've upped the pity timer for the next one. But then when the next one comes round, you don't have any wishes to spend. Aren't you better saving up for the one you want? Yes, definitely. So I save up for the one I want. It's about £300 worth. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing £300. So, but what I have had in equivalent is 3 wishes, haven't I? And thus far, we've had a certain number, which I can't remember how to calculate. It's like 6 times this, isn't it? Whatever I get to at the end here. 6 sevens, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We did about 180, didn't we? Because we hit the pity timer and got it basically on pity timer. So we've already, in the time I've been playing, I've been able to get 1 banner's worth of wishes through. 180 or so. So if it's been like 2 months, I did a lot of story quests, a lot of main quests, of course. There's a lot of primos behind that. But the first 2 months guarantee you a good solid wish on a banner and get the character you want when it comes round. So maybe another 2 months, maybe the next one, the next banner will be too soon, but you know, anything that's 2 months onwards, maybe was, you know, every 2 months a good solid wish on a banner. That seems quite fair to me, to be honest, because I'm not paying any money. Get off you! You're not taking my money. Amber's at the fireworks factory. Look, they can't like this. Oosh! What the fuck's going on here? Get her out of here! She's just like the one who runs the place. She's as bad as the one who runs the place, firing her arrows. Are those fireworks over there? Look, that Baron Bunny's going to explode. I've got my own fireworks, mate. Look, this is my brand of fireworks. You might want to sell these in your shop, look. You might want to sell them. Boom, look. Oh my god, all the fuses are lit. Quick run, quick run. What am I doing? Going to the police station to help Master Masakatsu.
You're right, born to kill on your helmet, and you wear a peace button. What's that supposed to be, some kind of sick joke?
I think I was trying to suggest something about the duality of man, sir.
Thank you very much for your tippies. You better not be offering me tippies in order to wish, because I've told you many times I'm not going to wish for tippies. I'm not going to wish the tippies money away. I'm going to save that for good things. You want Firefox and my page on the old coffee. My page on the old coffee, on the old tippies. Buy me a coffee. Tippy before the network gets bogged down. Thank you for the tippies. Thank you for the tippies. Do love the tippies. Do use them to feed me and my dog. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Shrine Maiden. I'm going to the police station. That sounds bad. Doesn't it? That sounds bad. Book boy. You'll get on right. Like, you know, if anyone's got to go and behave well at the police station, it's got to be Book Boy, hasn't it? Because
body and mind.
Amber will get us. She's Favonius. She's a Knights of Favonius. She can do it. I was going to say she'll get us arrested, but she can do it.
Keep up with me.
She'll just... Amber's actually quite good for the police station, isn't she? Actually, she's quite preppy as well as quite peppy. It's just leeway. Look, bit of street food. Making me hungry now, you chuffer. To get the real leeway experience, I should have ordered all Japanese stuff. Like, it's not really Japan, is it? It's, you know, we're in a game. It's just a reflection of an idea, of an inspiration. Here we are, the police station. Are we going in? No. What are we doing? We're going to go around the back. That don't seem right, does it? Just going to let us go around the back. No problems here. Nothing to see here, mate. Around here with the pallets. Carefully, handily placed pallets. Secret passageway entrance. Ooh. Ooh. See. Oh my god. Police detention centre. Yes. We'll have a go at that. Recommended elements, fire and cryo. Okay. What do you say to a bit of fire and cryo? Tell you what I say to that. Hottest chef in leeway. Cryo. I wonder if he's going to help. Or if I should switch him out to double up with Klee. Fire, fire.
Klee can help.
And I could even switch out my healer to this one. She also heals.
Happening?
Fire, fire, cryo, cryo. That means elemental resonance. Good, good, good. But frozen enemies won't be frozen unless they're wet. And... yeah, I'm going to do this anyway, just have a run with them. I'll probably get killed, have to go back with my normal squad, but we'll have a run like this anyway. It's going to be fun.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance.
Of course, we're going to have her to run around with as well, aren't we? She'll be another fire one.
I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
I'm not sure we should split up at all. I think that's a bad idea. We should have organised... what we should definitely have done is had a chat about what we're going to do before we got in here. All of a sudden now you're like, we should split. I think we should go outside again and talk about it. Don't know about all of a sudden just...
yes, you too.
Fine, fair enough, whatever you say. She's gone. We're not going to get to run around with her, she's gone. Find Master Matusaki. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I going to be hitting all the police with the head, with the sticks? They're around there, look. Trying to poke my head around the thing, but just poke my head off camera. They're around there, and they're level 80s, so yes, I'm going to have to hit them with sticks. I think I brought the wrong squad for this, you know. It told me Pyro and Cryo, but they look like normal enemies that I would be more happy with freezing with Electro Wet Boy. Mind you, Wet Boy doesn't want to be involved in this sort of subversive nonsense. We're on this island, yeah? We're on this island. Everyone knows that we're here, we're different, everyone's talking about us. We're going to get ourselves a bad rep straight off. We're going to go and have it at the police station. I thought we were going to sneak him out. I thought we were going to bust him out through one of these thin walls. They got very thin walls. We could have cut through with an axe. No, we're going to go to head on. I did think we could do this though. It would be fun, but here we are, head on. Hello, guards. All right, now they're eggy straight away. So just have to get straight into it then, lads. Me bum. There they go, they're dead. But I did use a big special on them, so. Little Clee, this is the way to do it, look. Little Clee, strutting around.
Big door. It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
What? We need to get something shaped like what to open it? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll just follow these little instructions and we'll get there in the end. Oh, can I play the drum? Doom, boom, doom, boom, boom. Oh no, they're all coming. In fact, they're all coming. Oh no, no. No, it's another one. It's a dojo room. So absolutely I would have been better off with my freezer boy. Why do they tell me these things? Why don't they tell me? Look, now look what's happening. She's getting nailed. Cryo's no good. You can't freeze anyone. Can't freeze anyone at all. Definitely need to do some healing now. Look at that. Orders received. Tell me about that. Tell me that's not the coolest thing you've ever seen. Fully healed Clee with that. Fully healed. As you hit people, they get blown up. And you get healed because of that. Orders received. Like, she's the coolest thing in the world, isn't she, Chi-Chi? Look at her. Smashing people up with a little sword. Oh, she got hit in the face then. She don't mind, she's a zombie. And when she charges up her special, orders received, and you get a zoom in on it. Life goes on. See, I didn't get Kamisato Ayako, and I didn't get Raiden Shogun. I got my own little animation, so you can say, can't say fairer than that.
Watch your step.
Watch your step, you big chopper. I'm gonna poke you with my little stick here, look. You're not gonna like that. You're not gonna like that at all, are you? You don't like being poked with that stick, do you? In fact, it's your least favourite thing that's happened over the last half hour. Being poked with that stick. You really don't like it. It keeps happening.
You can't run.
And that one.
Train harder.
Didn't enjoy that at all, did you? Should think twice before getting all eggy with me. Where am I going? Over here, it looks like. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm gonna have a look at what their tea's like. What is your tea like? This is where they have their tea. One kettle, big old kettle. That 2 little cups. You'd think the proportions are out of sorts. Big kettle, 2 little cups. No cakes, no biscuits. Just one big kettle, 2 little cups. Quite a few swords. The same sword. Obviously likes that sword. Obviously gets through a few of them. Used to get through a few of them before I killed him. It's a policeman. So busy with the sword. Busy murdering people of Ah, something fell on my head. That's bad for both of us, to be fair, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that should feel bad for both of us. Someone's shooting me from over there, anyway. Is it that wall? It's a thing in the wall shooting me. Who would have that in a police station? Look, that thing in the wall, look, it shoots. Who would have that in a police station? That's just dangerous. You haven't got a sign. You need a sign up for that. No, you need a sign up for that. I went to the police station and I I went to the police station. I got shot with electricity. I got £4,000. Claims direct. Where there is blame, there is a claim. Injury lawyers for you. I went in the police station. I tripped and got my head shot with electricity through a dart out the dart hole in the wall. Ah! Where there's blame, there's a claim.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it.
Get the lawyers involved. That's right. Get the lawyers involved. Music in it, Marlo. Hang on then. Hang on. Daddy can hear music? Must be a ghost. So somehow Alexa, I mean I shouldn't shout it, should I? I shouldn't say it. Because she'll do it. I don't know, she's not in this room, she's in the kitchen. The Alexa in the kitchen started playing Mr. Blue Sky. a specific song. A song that I've played in the past for Marlowe, a song that we play at the Birmingham City Football Ground every time we go.
Everything is negotiable, except overtime.
It's Marlowe's breakfast song. Just started playing it. I know, it's a song it knows I like, so maybe it was just thinking, you know, you might want to hear some music, I'll just crack one out. Or maybe a ghost asked Alexa, or maybe me shouting has set it off. I'll just assume it was a ghost. I mean, there could be someone in the house, couldn't there, who has asked Alexa to alert me to their presence by playing a song. That's unlikely, so I can see the front door from here. I'm gonna fall on the side of not a person in the house alerting me to their presence, but like, what the has anyone else ever had the Alexa just play things? Is that you got rid of them all? We had it for Nan. We used to watch her on the Alexa like a baby monitor. And then when she come to move here, we just have an Alexa now, so sits in the kitchen burning up electricity. They'd sometimes randomly laugh. Creepy, yeah, that is creepy. I changed it from Alexa to computer, because you can change the thing you say. I changed it to computer, and Nan couldn't work it, so we had to have it back to Alexa, but yeah. It was funny, because also, back when we had Nan connected to it, when she was at her house, because it was always connected like a baby monitor, it was on, but she'd know how to use it, so sometimes she'd shout, "Alexa, what's the time?" And I'd run up to the thing and go, "Nan, it's 4:30. And she'd be like, "Thanks." Like, she thought that, like, even though it was still on, constantly connected to us, she'd ask it things, and like, once she asked it about a television programme she wanted to watch, so I had to go and talk her through finding it on the telly. You watched the South Park Alexa episode, I need to watch that then. I mean, it's in the kitchen, so if it's going to be spying on me, it's only spying on me cooking. It's quite useful for some things. And like I say, we got it for keeping an eye on our Nan. So it's been good for that. I would say anyone who's got an elderly relative, they should add, maybe not brand Alexa, but something. End up with naughty things in your shopping cart. Jesus, yeah, I wouldn't have it connected up to all that. If you could shop with it, that would be bad, because
work hard
I could
and
see
live
that.
each day to the fullest.
Being funny, and then
that is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
But yeah, I'd advise anyone who's got an elderly relative or anyone they want to keep an eye on to get an Alexa. It's good, or any kind of brand thing like that. Are you alright with your ear? Come here. Come to Daddy. Come to Daddy. Come on. Come to Daddy. Come on, you boy. Yes. You good boy. Come to your Daddy. Oh, your Daddy's boy. Your Daddy's good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah, it was really good for that anyway. Let's go in here. Break into the police station. Oh,
What tougher than usual? Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
The armor's the source of their strength. So what do I have to do? Smash the armor? What have I done now? I just smashed them up quick. Press close. I came over here and it said close, so I pressed it, close. I don't even know what it was. I closed. Maybe I closed the armor. Oh, hello. What are they even doing? Guarding that chest at the police station. Waiting around to see if someone comes to steal it. Make sure everyone keep an eye on that chest, make sure no one steals that. What are they even doing? They're not going to like this. Hello.
Watch your step.
You watch your step, you chuffer. Blow them all up. Look, blew him, knock him over the side of the room, look. Look, I can blow him away. Smack, look. And he's flying over the room, look.
Don't hold back. I dare you.
Oh, someone's smashing her in the face. That's not appropriate.
You cannot match my bravery.
You cannot match my bravery. They're the police, aren't they? So, fair enough for being the police.
Go. Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
Enjoy that now, you stupid police. Oh no, Clee's dead. Oh no. The healing situation didn't work because you have to hit them and not get hit to heal. There we go, now she's healed.
You can't run.
Chuffer. Thank keep getting to clean, don't they?
I want to get this. Show me what you've got. Watch your step.
You can't run.
Show me what you've got.
He's in the other room.
Don't hold back.
Judgment.
She's nearly dead.
Life goes on.
Ooh, come on.
Punishment.
He's tagged.
I need to.
Just needs to get him bagged.
I dare you. Allow me. This fight first.
Closed the door then, didn't he? You just go there and close the door.
Don't
Yeah.
hold back.
Oh,
Nothing.
how about that?
Bastard.
How about that? The doors are open again. I'll have that. That's mine now. Just marauding through the police station. The Alexa Cartman's voice. That would be funny. Alright, no, I thought my actual Alexa could do it. Needs to make Alexa meow to upset your cats. Yeah, we've done some squeaky noises on it, yeah. Has its uses. What's this now?
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
I don't know what you're talking about, but there's a ladder over here, look. So, I'm interested in the ladder. Oh, because I have to go up there. Do I? No. Hang on, right, I'm going up here now and seeing what's going on with the ladder. Who's put a ladder up to a broken bit of floor? This looks weird. Who's done this? Cheeky chest, look. This is what I thought he'd be doing, sneaking in through, like, the roof, you know. Oh, of course, look, I don't want to walk on that, do I? That looks harsh to walk on. Looks bad for walking. Pretty bad for walking, so... Can't I just go up over on this? Uh-oh, I had a problem with my milliseconds on... My stream still got good kilobytes, has it? No. Stream looks a bit jerky there. My ping went a bit funny. I think we're alright. Is it that I can't jump over there? Is that going to be the problem? I mean, surely I can make it over there, can't I? It's not going to tease me, is it? And there's a grill. Get me up on there. Oh, you chuff it. Right, just fly through it, fly through it, fly through it. Cheated it, cheesed it, cheesed it. Cheesed it all the way. Nice. Run out. No, didn't run out of puff. She just decided not to climb up for a minute. Got that little key thing flying around around us. That's good, I think. Probably good. Here we are. Anne Hathaway's house. Not Anne Hathaway's house. Anne Frank's house. Anyway.
Teach me a lesson.
Wheel of life.
Judgment.
What's going on? Alright, they're all behind these... What a cool thing. They're all behind these things, look. And now smash them and then there are loads of them. Oh, I didn't realise there were loads of them. Right, they're all going to die now anyway.
I dare you.
It was cool for a second, now you're all going to die. Boing, boing, boing. I'm going to have this, look. I'm stealing that. You've seen me steal it. All you? You've seen me steal it. What about this now? Close the armour. You saw me do that. Bet you're all well cross about that, aren't you?
I dare you.
Is that not made you cross? Come in the police station, stealing things right under your nose. Now I'm blowing you up. So that will make them eggy. Can't do anything about it. They're big ninnies.
Lights out.
Orders given.
Orders given.
Orders received.
Orders received. That's probably the coolest thing I've got in the game. Where she says, orders given, orders received.
You're toast!
Don't hold back.
You can't run.
Train harder. Allow me.
Faster.
Let's fight first.
Blow them all up! Not really! Jumpy Dumpty Go!
I dare
You can't run. Punishment.
There we go. I sort of zoned out in that fight. If I'm honest, I sort of zoned out in that fight. Towards the end there, I was just doing things. Right. Am I supposed to be looking for little chests around here and stuff, do you think?
Faster? Okay, faster.
Yeah.
Faster? Okay, faster.
This chuffer's not going to know what hit him. Put him up here guarding the attic.
You can't run!
I must withdraw.
You'd think we'd set fire to the whole place, wouldn't you? But seems to be alright using all our fire. Look at this! What's going on with the police station? No, 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 let me in there, let me in there. Yes. Why is the police station all broken? It's like a maze. Oh, this is the lift, look. Oh, I could have got that thing anytime I wanted then. Where am I going? Got 2 of these key things now, look. And there's a 3rd one. They'll guard that, won't they? They'll keep that on guard. No. Just left that out in the open. Right, now that fella's been there for ages. I'm back. Hello. He's coming at me. I need to close the his armor thing, wherever that is. Where's your armor thing? I'll just kill him.
Fine, fine, boom!
I must withdraw.
Must withdraw. Here we go. In the room. Little clean. We're ordering around the police station. It's another room. So here's another room. And what? Here's another room. Oh, it's the stairs. Because of course. There we are.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there.
Look over there. She's pointing at the dancing things that she wants to sort of look at that have been dancing for a good long while now. Maybe I should change the dancers. What do you think, Paimon? Is that what you're pointing at? Who have we got? Who have we got on the shorts list? About this one. It's Kuki Kachobi. Kuki Shinobu. Just taking a mask off and having a little moment. I feel like I want the original, really. I feel kind of like I want the original, really. You know? God, there's loads of them now, aren't there? Chuffing, oh, they're pumping them out. Pumping them out, mate. Where's my number 45? What's going on? Where's my number 45? There he is. That's more like it. Look, Paimon, look there, she says.
That must be Master Masakatsu.
No, it's Venti. I'm pretty sure it's Venti. Although, he doesn't always dress like that.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
What's happening? They'd be in bad prison.
Locking you up was just the beginning.
Ooh, I'm glad we've been beating them up now. Oh, of course, they're the fascists, aren't they? I forgot that. They're the fascists.
Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him.
Yeah, let's get them.
If we don't come up with
You
a
might
way
want to put a top on.
fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
You don't want to pop out when we start, you know, getting into the action.
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Another character.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
What's going on?
Who's that? That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Do you know what it's making me wonder? Does this mean that when we go to Sumeru, I know there's a couple of characters, I know there's some new baddies, but does this mean that when we go to Sumeru, there's going to be like fucking 10 more characters coming out? And like, you know, my wish is pishes. Because there's quite a lot of characters already on the list at the moment that I want to get. There's some that I don't mind not getting, but like, there's quite a few. Like, she's now quite on the list, isn't she, this new one? I think Kazuha mentioned her before.
Make way. Let me have a look at him.
Oh, she's a toughie.
I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
And she's got a Fatui hat.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Uh-oh.
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They'll go investigate and they'll be like, push, 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 push. And then like one of their hats will just roll out. And she'll be like, I'll have to go myself.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
Uh-oh, we're in trouble now.
I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Yeah? Uh-oh. Well, they're going to know who that's... They're going to know who's done that, aren't they?
Fireworks?
They're going to know... Like, you run the fireworks shop.
It sounded like fireworks.
It's like a calling card. Quick, let's hurry. Oh, they're going to give up the job they've just been tasked with. And they're just going to run off.
Fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to...
Shut up now. Oh, there's loads. It's quite funny because you think it was just the one pop and then it was quite a few.
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Of course, don't do fireworks inside because you'll burn the house down.
Fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Right. And thankfully the guards who were tasked with, and whatever her name was, they've all gone. We can just wander around where we want now. Now's our chance. That's where they keep their weapons. Da-da-da. This is the room that they don't keep anything in. Oh, we've just come this way, haven't we? Oh no, there's a chest. I haven't come this way. Thank you. Da-da-da. Oh, they got these. This is these Japanese sliding door things. Look, I get it. Da-da-da. Ooh. Ooh. Woo. I think we did come in here. I can't remember. Might go downstairs again and see what I'm supposed to be doing. Da, da, da. There he is. Oh, poorly I am. And in prison as well, so it's double bad.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
She made that noise with those shoes. It was the shoes that are squeaky.
No time to lose. They could be back any minute.
The one thing I'm learning from all of this is you've got to get proper shoes on. Look. She's got strange shoes as well. You were over there watching us the whole time, weren't you?
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me.
Ooh.
He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention.
Oh, hello.
But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well... you can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
So she's like... The one we just met, the new one. She's like, you know, she plays both angles. She's a bit of a rogue agent, isn't she? She's like the detective who, you know, does things the dirty way just to get the job done. It ain't always clean, but I get the job done. You know, like, she'll play by her own rules. Cujo Sara. If she didn't have that stupid hat on her head, she'd be cool. But that stupid hat on her head just makes her look stupid, so... 3 new ones, and there aren't any Dendro characters, so they've got to fill in the slots. Right, yeah, there's going to be the Dendros, aren't there? Going to get, like, hammered with Dendro all over. Dendro are us, and everyone's going to be like, oh, look at my new Dendro characters on day 1, because they spent like £1,000, and I'm going to be like, Clee!
Bombs, so heavy!
Clee's still good! Clee's still good! But no, you can't speak like that, because... Tell you what, I can't speak like that, because I thought I had enough characters.
So heavy!
But look at all these ones I've got now. Got Toma if I want. Official! It's official, we got official. I've got Shinokane Aizu. I've got these. I could be ranking these up. Ningwang. She's a proper one. Kiching. Kaching. She's actually gonna get leveled up, she is. She is. Not next, so I'm not gonna give her loads of books now, but she is. Diona I've got, like, you know, I've got loads of good characters. At the moment, I'm on a bit of a push to make sure that some of these are level 80s. To make sure that she gets up to 70 and ascended, and that some of these are level 80s. That's my current push for books at the moment. But
these bombs.
Doing these sort of things will get some books. No problem. Oh, is this the door out? Leave domain. Oh, I have a big fight. No more big fight. Woo. Fighting finished. Leave domain.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
This fella's always on his ass.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Are you gonna get up now?
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Alright, he's poorly.
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Alright, he's not that poorly.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
I got a feeling...
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu.
I got a feeling she's got some more strange backstory involving her leg.
Good thing we were able to rescue him.
Luck was on our side this time, all thanks to that person. Now, her leg looked funny. Luck was on our side this time, all thanks to that... whatever.
Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
Alright, get on with it. What, am I running? Have I got to... No, I'm just over there. I might as well run.
La la la.
La la la, because you get to hear her going la la la, so it's alright. Am I going the wrong way now? Getting confused. I always get confused and lost. This is where the doggy was before.
Da da da.
Da da da, and then you go down here. And then this is that restaurant that we came to. The tea house. There we are.
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her.
I don't know.
Unlikely.
Right? No, we shouldn't.
Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
So now
it's true. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing.
No, it's a double-edged sword though. She's let him go, but she's got eyes on us now. She knows who we are. Like, we're no longer, you know, because before we were this traveller who had no iron in the fire. Now we've broken into the police station, kicked people's ass, and like, she's seen us doing it.
We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to be done.
They do a lot of this, don't they?
It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady.
things seem to have taken a turn for the better at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing.
Yeah, but we're now on their list of baddies, aren't we? Like the police know of. Like we're wanted #1.
Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts.
Sounds ominous.
And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the
You don't
Tenryou
know
Commission
either.
busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
Fair enough.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order.
It's like we're working with...
Toma, what would you suggest?
Don't ask him. It's like we're working with the... It's like we're... It's a bit like... It's kind of weird, isn't it? It's a bit like... The only thing I can really liken it to is in the Second World War, where, like, you know, they were helping Jews escape from the Nazis by keeping them in Anne Frank's house and stuff like that, you know, like hiding, and they had secret ways of trying to get people out. Or it might be a bit like the Underground Railroad, slave trade, you know, people escaping that. You know, the Stasi Nazis are out there trying to get all the Vision Hunt people. Like they're under the cosh, these Vision people. And we are in the secret resistance. I suppose the only other thing I could... can't believe I'm going to say this on stream. But, did I just clee snort? No, I've been picking my boogers. I might have done, who knows. The only other thing that I can liken it to, though, is like the Taliban or the bad people that did the Al Qaeda and all them. Because like we were in their countries, weren't we? And they were like, you know, running around underground, doing the things, fighting the police essentially, and we were policing the country. Like, I don't know. It's taking a bit of a turn. Anyway, we're on the resistance. We're the goodies. We definitely remember that we're the goodies. Always remember that.
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together?
Hot pot.
Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
Oh yeah, Tom, I'm sure to find it really funny having a game for my dinner. I might find it more amusing to just have a nice dinner.
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot.
No.
Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together.
That's not a game, that's just people putting their food in my dinner. I don't like that. What if they had all prawns and stuff?
Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was.
Can I just order my own dinner?
Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of hot pot.
What tradition? You said it was a new game? Contradicting yourself now. I don't like this. You want me to close my eyes and eat food that you're gonna... I don't know. I just...
Don't you think it sounds like fun?
No.
I've been wanting to give it a try.
Leave me alone.
In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
Why don't you just go and eat them on your own then, you chuffer?
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose?
Whatever we've got lying around in our bag. Let's stick to the classics. Let's be Team Daredevil. I don't care.
Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies, super salty ham, mist flower corollas.
Maybe I've chosen the wrong one.
This is already shaping up to be a hot pot to remember.
She's excited. So everyone's enjoying the hot pot.
Oh, my stomach. It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks
We didn't actually have to do anything,
me.
so that's good. He's got a bad tummy. It was a bad idea, wasn't it, just to eat random things that you didn't know what they were?
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner?
All right.
He ate practically all those weird ingredients without a second thought. Toma, You okay, buddy?
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dongo. Oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue off.
Alright, someone's been putting in all joke stuff.
Hold up. My life is starting to flash before my eyes. Time I call it a night, everyone.
So the game was you ruin the dinner for everyone by putting in joke stuff and then he has to eat it.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added yourself.
Alright, he ate his own ingredients, so what's going on?
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
Little cakes.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
What's wrong with you?
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down.
We've given him the shits. After a while.
I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the God of Hot Pot's blessing.
Yeah, the God of Hot Pot,
Perhaps
yeah.
I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken
Shut
a
up,
turn, so
Toma.
without further ado...
Shut up, Toma.
I hereby...
Shut up.
Brother.
Yeah.
Good effort, Tiki.
Yes. If the
She can
Tenryo
talk.
Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace, and with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it.
I wonder...
I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
We're not playing that ever again, Toma. I wonder if it's asking me about this downtime. I wonder if it's sending me to take a break, because, like, clever game, you know, you've done a bit, now it's time to take a break. Or if it's that they released it in little bits when they released Inazuma, and it was like, this is out first, and then this is out later, so we're going to take a break in the quest now. Don't worry, Marlo, that's the wind. Oh, no, that's the wind. It's alright. Just wind. I wonder.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules.
Shut up, Toma. Bye, Toma.
Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
Yeah, look, it's trying to make me go and, you know, run around the islands and stuff, isn't it? Leave the tea house. 30 primos, Rodney, 30 primos. And go to the beach and talk to Sango. Omni Ubiquity Net. Talk to Sango. So I've got some other questy bits to do. Half 9
Where do we go from
in the
here?
UK.
What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Oh, hello.
Huh?
What are you doing out?
Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance.
Very formal.
But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
We'd better get on it then.
Individual request? You mean personal stuff?
Correct. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, a few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently, it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. I would very much like to meet them. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother. Someone with a lot of personality, who liked to have fun.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts.
Okay.
Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence.
As long as you can stop willing...
The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Inazuma in this matter.
Alright, yeah. Talking about gaming addiction. Sorry, I'm just following you in chat there. This is all good. Like, considering this, like, I'm at work, trying to... You know how we've got Inazuma to do before Sumeru comes out? Like, I'm working hard to make sure we achieve that, so I'm not, like, addicted to playing Genshin Impact, can't stop grinding. I'm doing the story quest for the sake of our schedule. That's what's happening. Like, this is our good time to do it in. But yeah, maybe I should stop a bit earlier tonight. I checked the time there to make sure it wasn't getting too late. What are you little chuffer? That's the top off some of the cat food. You've had your dinners for today. You can have a little bit more when Daddy has his later.
Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people.
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before, so...
Wonderful! In fact, I was hoping to take this opportunity to show you both around. If you don't mind, of course.
Oh, we don't mind! We don't mind at all!
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Ogura Textiles and Kimonos is our first stop.
Alright, sounds great!
It doesn't sound great to me. I do get it that we get shown around and all this, and it's interesting and all that. But actually, is this a story quest, or is this actually the main quest? Hang on. Archon quests. Amid stormy judgment. Complete Carassus Oratus Chapter Act 1. Complete Grus Nivis... What's these names? Act 1. Grus Nivis Tractus of Actus. Don't see that on my list. Got a lot of the new... Not a lot of new ones around Inazuma here to do. Look. Omni Ubiquity Net. I guess that it might be... Like, both my Archon quests are locked. So my guess is that I do some of these other things, like go to the seaside, maybe. It's Carassus Oratus, yeah, that's it there, and Grus Nivis, yeah. Story quests. It's just I read the first thing they say, the Firework Girl Strange Stories, but underneath it, it's called Dreamlike Timelessness, Carassus Oratus, Chapter Act 1. So I've got to do the story quest next. Okay. I did think that felt like a story quest was kicking off. There's loads of these, aren't there? Look. Oh, we've got that swordsman to kill. There's new stuff up the mountain. Look, Joel's father's turned up. Maybe. Finish acting out the prologue. Golden Apple Archipelago. What? The great princess and his loyal subjects are pleased to perform for you, our guests, a performance most special, a tale of love and valour, 40 primos. Thought we'd done all that. I've got more to do. Golden Apple Archipelago, Golden Apple Archipelago. 3 of these at the bottom are Golden Apple Archipelago. Pirate ship. Blue Danukis. I've got to go back there and do stuff. It's 30 days to do it, but I've got to go back there and do stuff. And there's lots of primos as well, so that's good. I thought we might kick off a few of these Inazuma side quests now, and like, you know, if it says, look, take a break, switch to story quests. I don't have to keep pushing hard tonight. Like, 2 story quests, yeah. You don't get to stop your job willingly. No. Yeah. None of us do, really. This is like, I am putting in work as well as enjoying myself, yeah. I don't know what to do now. It's thrown me a bit, this has.
These bombs, so heavy.
It's thrown me a bit. I want to keep knocking things off the list, really. But I thought we'd be able to just push the main story, and then the side quests, you know, once I'd completed the main story, all the side quests can be scooped up later. But you have to do the side quests before you can do the main story, it seems. Like, not like, you don't have to do these little side quests. You have to do these ones, the main ones, but I might do a couple of these. These, I want to find out what they are. They got something to say to me. Troubled by something. You know, I might as well ask them what they are. Find out if it's like, give me 10 flowers and I'll just give them, or if it's like, you know, something a bit more extensive. How can I help you? About Ramsey. Oh, that businessman. He's in the tea house. He's stressed. What happened? If you want to find him, go inside. You'll see him. Talk to Ramsey. There's that little Doggin. Hello, Doggin. Sorry. Hello, Ramsey. Oh, there's a book. I like the books. I don't know why. I don't know what they're for. I just have them all the time, picking them up all over the show. Ramsey. Are you a traveller? What can I do for you? About the travelogue. Are those travelogues real? What do you think? They don't sound real to me. No, it's not real. It's his imagination. A balloon. It's around the world in 80 days. The guy's been staring at him. The guy's following him. He's worried about this guy following him. I'll take care of it. Whatever. Look, whatever. Just get off. He's gone to the beach. Go to the beach. Why are we in here then if you've got to go to the beach? Choppers. The other one's at the beach as well, the fireworks girl. And... alright, yeah, I know it's just there. I'll go there then.
La la la.
Being all mysterious. The water's... alright. The water. He's like, gonna go for a walk. He said he's gonna go for a walk, but don't go too far because this dude's following him. Walk around the beach. There he is. Are you trying to start something? Why are you following us? Following you? I'm just taking a walk. Who do you think you are? Talk to Ramsey. He says the scenery's nice. Go to the waterfall. So it's kind of teach you where all the places are in a way, isn't it? It's a bit of a chuffer. If we have to go anywhere else after this, I'm going back to the story quest. And then we'll bang out one of those story quests and then we'll be done for the evening, depending on how long it takes. Because if it's like a 3-hour story quest, we won't be done for the evening. But if they're like, you know, half an hour to 40 minutes, we'll be alright. What's this now? Defeat opponents. There's no, oh.
La la la.
Evaporated them pretty quick, didn't we? Ramsey's saying, let's get out of here. Go to a safe spot. There's that guy.
Lights out. Jumpy dumpy go. Yay, shiny.
Yeah. Haven't heard Klee make a big noise for the chest yet. Yee, shinies. You're right. Why are you following us? He's saying we're paranoid. The last location is on top of that hill. Alright, well I'll meet you there later then, you chuffer, because... frankly, I've had enough of that already, running around after you. We will take a story request. We'll take one of these. Might as well, gifts look straightforward, doesn't it? I say that, it won't be, but gifts does seem straightforward. We go to different places, we get different things, we go and meet someone, we do some talking. Like, I'm guessing that's... Like, if it turns out to be a big long faff, you never know with these things, because you could be like, oh, let's go in here and get... Some of these quests have been like, we started out by going to get a gift, and then we met God, and then we ended up in a teapot, and then we went through the eye of a fucking... like, storm to the... Like, you don't know where you're going and what's happening. Sometimes it could go really random, but we'll see. Paintings.
This must be...
Painting.
It's a festival promotion.
Alright.
Hey, speaking
It's like a
of,
flyer.
we haven't been anywhere fun since we arrived in Inazuma.
Ayaka's. This is hers. Very long. Right, I'm not doing this one then. What about the other one?
No, what made you think that? Each season brings its own festival, so while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively,
Anyway, look.
Oh, so you weren't...
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look.
I can't click through it. I can't make it go quicker.
Oh!
Let me see. Oh, Miss Kamisata, please.
I'm
honored based on the design. As you well know, Inazuma is currently under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, but of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
So you're saying...
If even you could try the only thing is...
Huh. So even just getting clothes made is an ordeal in Inazuma. Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing, right?
It looks like that will be our next stop.
Right, yeah. It's one of these.
Thank you ever so... Oh, in the meantime, I have one other...
Why is she being so...
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss. Honestly, I'm just as excited...
The Traveler, Paimon? Let's try our luck at the International Trade Association.
There you go. A little shop, bit of shopping there. So yeah, so this one's going to take for ages, yeah? Ayaka's. So I do this one instead. I'm sort of thinking maybe I do a whole stream on each of them, you know? Because like with like maybe 40 minutes left in the stream tonight. I could push it a bit harder than that, but... I don't know, you know. I've already been in all the domains and stuff today as well. I would suggest like we run the what do you call it? Spiral Abyss or something like that, but we'll pop down here and have a look at this. Venti stopped dancing. Why has Venti stopped dancing? Venti got locked. What have we got here? Look. Nice. It all adds up. It all adds up, Rodney. See how we're doing. Let's see how we're going.
Bombs.
She's 80 of 80, but she can't be ascended because boss kills. So what I'm trying to do now is push up my other prime characters, like my best characters, my big DPS characters, because I feel like we're going to do a world level ascension soon, and like the game's going to keep getting harder, but if I keep diluting my books by giving them to these people as well, I'll never get anyone that keeps up with the game, so I want to do a bit of that. So he's next in my list. So I'm just going to give them all to him, and it'll do 1 level. It's going to be slow progress, isn't it? Does slow down as you get higher up, doesn't it? But no problem with that. When it comes to Ascension, of course, we're going to need boss kills on the worst boss in the game that I don't like. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get them done. We're on the way with that. And I do also want to keep... where is she? Chi-Chi. I want to keep pushing her levels as well. Didn't quite make one out of what we've got thus far, but I do want to keep pushing her level. Oh, there we go, yeah. Because when she can get 70 to 80, that's basically squad level, 70 to 80. Even if we up the world level, it might be a bit weak, but, you know, she's getting there now. She's got this Iron Stinger. It's a level 80 weapon. It's a good weapon, that is now. Up to the big bucks for the enhancements, so pushing everything up to 80 is where I'm about at. So if you're in main squad, you, and you need to get up to level 80. That's where we're at. And then we'll start feeding books to you, and maybe you, and you. And of course all the weapons, and all the artifacts, and all the talents, and all that, yeah. All that's got to go, yeah. Building up a little bit more in the bank there. Not loads, but a little bit. So we're doing alright for bits and pieces.
Explosion inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Gin can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be doomed. Those are the survival rules that the Knights of Favonius gave me.
What are these electro bloom things?
Yeah.
I'm hurting myself. Because the fire's killing me. I'm Klee. I didn't realise the fire killed me. I thought I was impervious to the element that I was... I didn't realise that. I thought I was impervious to the element that I was playing as. I thought basically pyro people didn't take much damage from pyro. Hello, look. There's another one. Stood up. This one stood up. It's lying down. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I tell you what, I'm not gonna push on with a big story quest now tonight. I can feel myself flagging already, so I know it's just gonna be an absolute grind. And tomorrow we've got a big stream to do. Because tomorrow we're doing chemtrails on YouTube. Oh, no, no, no! Scared the foxy off. I thought I might have killed it. Thank God I didn't kill it. Sorry. Whoops. Tomorrow we're doing chemtrails on YouTube. They dropped this on YouTube, on the BBC. Chemtrails, what's the truth? So I was getting some notes together about chemtrails. I was doing some investigation. I now think I don't have to do that. What I do is just go through this article, talk about it on stream, field the questions. There's links to other things here. There's links to things, and it even gets us to the point where Britain was sprayed with airborne chemicals for secret germ warfare tests in the 60s, and in 1950s San Francisco was sprayed with a chemical agent from a ship to gauge the effects of a bioweapon attack on an unpopulated area, which is true. But sun's heat dispersal, maybe not true. So we've got to look at that, and we're going to do that as part. We're going to, like, it's not going to be on at 8 p.m. GMT, but we're going to call it Mental Health Monday, because at the end of it we're going to talk about mental health in relation to the conspiracies. Maybe some people in chat on our YouTube will have some ideas, some conversations to have, and then after we're going to have a, hopefully, chat to them about how they feel mentally. You know, does it aid their mental health? Does it worry to them about, you know, these chemtrails? Does it, you know, does feeling like they know the truth make them feel good, or does digging into this whole thing make them feel bad? Have they changed their ideas since looking into some of these debunkings, or does it not matter to them because they don't believe the BBC? Like, are you putting out a bowl of vinegar? So Japan was also sprayed with nukes. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday on stream. We were talking about that yesterday, about the bombing of Nagasaki. Get this, YouTube, Ganji Kid, can't even spell my own name. Channel, videos. Today it's Genshin Impact, yesterday it's Genshin Impact. 3 in a row. 3 in a row, Genshin Impact. They need me to vary it, because the people that watch on YouTube, on live stream on YouTube in the daytime, they like a bit of variety. We're doing Genshin Impact here, so, but also check out the channels. Ganji Cuts. Check this out. Look, Now I Am Become Death, the Destroyer of Worlds. Latest drop on Ganji Cuts. We talked about, it's funny you should say that in chat. It's funny you should say that in chat, isn't it? Because we talked about the nuclear bombing of Japan yesterday, and I cut it and dropped it on Ganji Cuts because I thought it was a little stream edit. You know, that bit was a bit of a thing, so I put it there. Have a look at that. Have a look at that. America's going to give them free healthcare. Oh, sorry, a Hawaii hospital, you cared for, oh bloody hell, deformed grandchildren. Free healthcare, yeah. I didn't talk about that, but we had a little look at the nuclear bomb. We did. It's worth. It's funny how that ties in together, isn't it? It's funny how it ties in together, what Josie was saying there and what we did yesterday. So, yeah, there's some stuff to look at on YouTube there of us. Coming up to 10 p.m. GMT here. I'm going to get off. I'm going to go and eat my dinner. If I do come on late and grind, I might switch it back on. But like the lights in my eyes, like I do feel from yesterday, we did a big stream as well, that it'd be better if I got some sleep and come back strong for a big stream tomorrow, and then maybe, you know, Monday evening a bit of Genshin Impact as well. Yeah, I definitely don't want to burn out, because I need to make sure that we achieve. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. I'm not going to read these things out in chat because they sound horrible. Trying to finish on a good note. Trying to finish on a positive. Try and finish on a positive. Again, got him dancing. That's positive.
Cleo is a brave girl today. I found a really weird-looking lizard. Want me to show it to you?
Yeah, I'll get some rest in a minute. We've broken into Inazuma. We've got up to the shrine. We now know that this encampment is the resistance, isn't it? We can see our path unfolding a little bit. I perceive there's going to be quite a bit to do here. So I'm looking forward to it. And now we know as well that we've got another side quest in the Chuffing. I'm a bit surprised about this, you know. Got a 40 Primo quest on the holidays. A performance. They do throw quite a lot at you, you know. They do throw quite a lot at you.
Bombs, so heavy.
In a good way. Like, a lot of content. A lot to keep you busy. A lot of rewards for keeping you busy. In terms of characters, I'm now at the stage where I've got more characters than resources to rank them up. which is probably quite a good thing. Like, you know, you can't complain, can you? If I do this, where's the one where I can see them on the side? It's party setup, isn't it? I've got one. Gravekeeper counts as a level 5 star, but I've got 5-star Klee, 5-star Chi-Chi. So I'm lucky because I wanted those, didn't I? I didn't realise she was a 5-star. No, I did, didn't I? I did. She came out of the main... She came out of the... Yeah, no, sorry, yeah. She's a 5-star, isn't she? Yeah. So I've got 1, 2, 3 5-stars from Wishing. Basically pity timed, but I got them. And I picked out 1, 2, 3. Noelle, does she count? I don't know. Barbara's not. 4, 5, 6, 7 are the further characters from Wishes. Plus I've got a load of duplicates, but they throw a lot at you, don't they? They throw a lot at you.
Wounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Jinn can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be doomed.
Right, yeah.
Those are the survival rules that the Knights of Favonius gave me.
I'm off to watch this on YouTube then.
So heavy.
I'm off to watch this on YouTube. Sorry, I'm cutting it a little bit short tonight, but I do feel like I don't know. I just feel it in my head a little bit.
With me? I'll get grounded for a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish tastes so good.
I just feel like it's a good point to take a break. Eat my dinner, yeah. So anyway, you be good, my little Pukosh. You be good. And if you can't be good, then you're naughty.